someone to save. I wanna tell you something new. You drove us both into a wall. I drive away into the night, and I contemplate for a while. Don't you think for the people that best if I back myself a little sooner than this? Don't you think for the people that best if I back myself a little sooner than this? Don't you wish I would have been someone else? I wanna feel your gap without making a mess at you. Why won't you tell me something new? I wanna tell you something new. I wish you all the best I can, and I stop myself for a while. I'm saying things I don't believe. The panic's rising up in you. Why won't you tell me something new? Don't you think for the people the best if I back myself a little sooner than this? Don't you think for the people the best if I back myself a little sooner than this? Don't you wish I would have been someone else? I wanna feel your gap without making a mess at you. Why won't you tell me something new? I wanna tell you something new. You drive myself a little sooner than this. I drive away into the night, and I contemplate for a while. Don't you think for the people the best if I back myself a little sooner than this? Don't you think for the people the best if I back myself a little sooner than this? Don't you wish I would have been someone else? I wanna feel your gap without making a mess at you. Why won't you tell me something new? Wish you all the best I can, then I stop myself for a while. I wait for someone to save. I wanna tell you something new. You drove us both into a wall. I drive away into the night, and I contemplate for a while. Don't you think for the people the best if I back myself a little sooner than this? Don't you think myself for a while. I wait for someone to save. I wanna tell you something new. You drove us both into a wall. I drive away into the night, and I contemplate for a while. Don't you think it would be for the best if I pack my stuff and leave sooner than this? Don't you think it would be for the best if I pack my stuff and leave sooner than this? Don't you wish I would have been someone else? I wanna feel your gap without making a mess at you. I wanna tell me something new. I wanna tell you something new. I wish you all the best I can, and I stop myself for a while. I'm saying things I don't believe. The panic's rising up in you. Why won't you tell me something new? Don't you think it would be for the best if I pack my stuff and leave sooner than this? Don't you think it would be for the best if I pack my stuff and leave sooner than this? Don't you wish I would have been someone else? I wanna feel your gap without making a mess at you. Why won't you tell me something new? I wanna tell you something new. You drive my stuff and leave sooner than this. I drive away into the night, and I contemplate for a while. Don't you think it would be for the best if I pack my stuff and leave sooner than this? Don't you think it would be for the best if I pack my stuff and leave sooner than this? Don't you wish I would have been someone else? I wanna feel your gap without making a mess at you. Why won't you tell me something new? Wish you all the best I can, then I stop myself for a while.
There it is. There it is. There it is right there. Very good, sir. What's up,
Amazon is sending it to you, darling.
Oh, yeah, I gotta get more lively.
My God.
They're fighting, man.
Holy cow.
Jesus Christ.
Jeffrey, I say we keep the show running for a long time now, right?
Yeah, right?
Formally, I'd like to congratulate your new sergeant, Jeffrey Gamer.
What?
You just got sergeant, bro.
Are you serious?
Yo, man. That's a lot.
Wow, man. Holy shit. To you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Baskin.
Here we go. Holy shit! Holy shit! Holy shit! Holy shit! Holy shit! Go to it! Go to it! Go to it! What? Fucking go, boy! Go! Go!
Wow.
Go!
I
really appreciate you guys having me on here, man. And I look forward to the podcast next week.
Absolutely,
Talking more with you guys.
Yeah,
and
man.
You guys, this is a great opportunity, man. And I'm very blessed to have definitely be able to get in contact with you guys. It's awesome.
Niche. You know what? English. Who cares? What are you laughing at, CJ?
My wife sent me something, man.
She's always sending him something. Like she tries to get him to laugh on camera.
I think she does it on purpose. I think you got your work cut out for you, brother.
Be prepared.
No, guys, thank you very much. Cookies, Criminal Justice, Jeffrey Gamer, thank you guys very much for having me. It's been an absolute blast. We've gone way over time, but, time flies when you are having fun.
I am such
watching LSPDFR
a noob.
play. Want to run with the big dogs? Well, here's your chance to. Meet the gamers. And now to the man with the plan, Jeffrey Gamer, and the gamers saying.
Good afternoon. Beautiful, beautiful, wonderful people. How is everybody doing today? Welcome to the 2 p.m. special. And I'm just going to say right off the bat, oh shit, I still have Mad Doc's airplane there. We're just going to go ahead and we're going to get rid of the airplane. We're going to get rid of the airplane. For the reasoning for having this at this time is the game starts at 4:30 today. So if the show was at 5, I would have missed the game, and I cannot miss my Buffalo Bills. Not saying that the Bills game is priority over the Meet the Gamers, but I can't ask Buffalo to change their game time. So Cookies and CJ and our guest were totally cool with putting the show at 2 o'clock today. So we're going to be rocking it out with SpyderGaming from 2 to 4. So It's going to be a good show. The Pats game's on right now. I'll have to put that on my phone. Sergeant John Fox, TJ, 1 Lincoln 18 is in the house. Greg Elias is here. What's up, Greg? Clark Reed. Yeah, it was the black screen. CJ was telling me a story after the intro was done, and I couldn't switch over yet because CJ was telling me the story. So, TLB Gaming, Benjamin is up in the house.
Got AIDS.
What's up, Benjamin? How you doing, brother? Wisco Guy Gaming, Aaron is up in the house. What's up, my brother? Gamer Benny is here. What's up, Benny? What's good, my dude? How's the baby now? The baby's like 14 now, right? Performances by Ethan Boudreau. I bet you it's Boudreau, isn't it? I bet you it's Boudreau. Gamertron had a security right there, baby. You can tell the Bills to do whatever you want. Doesn't true. We got hashtag is up in the house. What's up, Hash? And we got his beautiful better half, Miss Darcy J, in the house right there. What's up, Miss Darcy? Dalton Mitchell. Dalton Mitchell is here. Boudreaux got it. I knew it, man. I knew it, baby. All right, so let's not waste any more time. Let's get into the studio. Well, we're already in the studio. Let's undeafen the guys here. Anthony F., what is going on, Anthony? How you doing? Welcome to the show. Any questions you have for the Spider Gaming, check them out.
Oh, man, it gets better in time. I mean, there's still times, man, dude, even the amount of that I'm at, and it depends on what I'm playing, too. Like, sometimes I'll only get 10 people in my chat, and it's, so it just depends on what I'm playing. Now, if I'm playing LSPDFR, then yeah, I'm doing like 50, 60 people, so.
Maybe I'll get back into LSPDFR.
But you always got to play like you have a full house.
Yeah. You got to entertain every time, man.
Yep. You're only 2 away now. 2 away from.
2 away?
He's 2 away from 200 subscribers, y'all. He is linked down below in the description, and I pinned his channel right there in the chat.
Comments, chat.
Yeah, in the chat description.
It's in the chat in the description. It's on the back of your hand. Just look right now.
It's on my shirt. You can just look that up.
It's
right there. Spider Gaming.
I guarantee you.
Oh wow, it's all over the place.
I guarantee you, our folks will come through within the next 30 seconds. Oh, look at you're already at 200. You just hit 200. 200 subscribers for Spider Gaming.
Thank you, guys.
Congratulations, man. That's awesome.
Amazing.
Appreciate it.
You've been around like our communities though for a long time, have you not? Like, haven't you?
Yeah.
Like before SLRP, right?
Yeah. I started off in Benzo and watching Jeffrey here, doing LSPDFR stuff. I was a big Xbox player. I was in MC roleplay communities on GTA Online, just shooting other MCs up.
Y'all
all the
are
time.
fucking amazing.
And,
y'all are so amazing.
I eventually got a gaming computer.
I love you all
I was
so
like,
much.
hey, I'd seen these cool videos.
I love
The first
you so
person I
much.
ever watched was a guy named First 30 Minutes.
I love him,
hasn't it,
dude.
Aaron? Game
I
of
watched
Benny up
him
in the house, man.
religiously for a while.
Ooh, Darcy, you just
Then
reminded me I got
Jeffrey
cookies I gotta
recommended
make.
because I liked watching first 30 minutes. So I started watching Jeffrey. And when I got a gaming computer, I was like, fuck yeah, I'm playing me some LSPDFR. Sorry, kids, if y'all don't like adult talk, don't listen to me. So I started playing LSPDFR hardcore for a little while, not streaming it or anything, just playing it. And then from Jeffrey, I got sent over to Benzo. And so I was watching first 30 minutes, Jeffrey and Benzo, like religiously. And it was on one of Benzo's streams that I kept seeing this SLRP thing. And I'm like, what is this? And then I started watching it. I realized it was like LSPDFR, only with other people.
Real people.
With real people,
I was like, oh, it's even 10 times better. So threw an application in, came in, did the whole spill, interview, all that fun stuff. Was told, LEO is going to take a while, blah, blah, blah. Said, not a problem. Next best thing, I'll join the FD. I want blinky lights.
So you never thought you never thought of going LEO or?
When I first joined SLRP, my intention was going LEO.
Okay.
Once I got into the FD, I fell in love with it. I'm not gonna lie. I was like,
yeah.
Some people do. That's what I think, CJ. That's what I always.
I've heard FD is. I've heard FD some good training to go into the Leo department.
That was the belief that if you go in FD, you get seen more by a lot of the LEOs and stuff because you're always going to see. What the hell is even that? Take taser prongs out of the people they shoot, and And so it gets your face in front of them. And so when you do apply, they're like, oh, yeah, that's that one EMT guy. He actually does pretty good on scenes. He does his roleplay well, blah, blah. Yeah, we'll take him. What I have strived to do since staying with the FD is actually make it to where people want to join SLRP specifically for the FD, not just as a stepping stone to go to LEO.
Right.
To build up that side of the server as well and have just this amazing experience for everybody that if you're not into watching cops and stuff all the time and you're into watching things like, Rescue 911 or Night Watch or, whatever, that you could see something in the game that's similar to that as well. And so with Ernesto's help and Connor's help and Jess and all these amazing people in the FD, we have really, really improved all of our training and the information that we put out. And like you go through our stuff, you're almost a real life EMTB at this point. Like we are showing you step by step what real EMTBs do.
I've noticed that different questions and different ways of checking on patients now on scene. I was a civ last night and I crashed and had to get FD. I mean, I was dead, but
you crashed that pretty purple car.
I did, man, on accident.
Did you? Because when I got done, I popped over to your stream and seen that you had went civ.
Yeah.
So I was in there for a second, but I ended up popping out because I got tired but I didn't see you crash. I didn't see that part.
Yeah, the plan was because it was slow as shit last night, at least for LEO. Yeah. It was fucking slow. There was nothing going on, and I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna. I'm at that stage where there was enough LEO, don't have to get clearance. I'm just gonna hop off and then hop on a civ, and I was gonna get in my car. And first thing is, Cookies pulled me over. I fishtailed, and Cookies pulled me over. And, I mean, literally, like within 3 minutes of being a civ, I got pulled over by Cooks. He let me go, and I wanted to make my way down to the city. I had my eyes set on Hash, and Hash, I love you. There's Doug right there. Doug, what's up, Doug? And I found Hash, and my plan was to just lead them on a fucking 10 deputy chase for like 15. I was going to use that whole 30-minute priority and then get away. Like I had the car. The car was beefed up because I knew Doug was on. I know Doug is like the fucking pit master. So I was going to make sure that Doug was going to get nowheres near me, but I'm trying to, when you shoot in the game, it's your L1 and R1, right? Yeah. Well, I have my L1 set to my holster button. So as I'm hitting my L1, it's holstering my gun, so I had to hit it again, and I'm looking behind me, and all these things I was doing, I didn't realize I was drifting, and I smacked the freaking guardrail, and it killed my car. So then I start running, and here comes the fucking Tahoe. And in my chat, I'm saying, "Oh fuck, here comes Doug." I'm fucked. Like that's what I said. I said Doug's gonna door the shit out of me. He has every right to, right? So I get to the top, and I said, "Fuck it. If Doug's gonna hit me, I'm gonna turn around." And I started just laying into Doug's truck. I wasn't trying to hit them. I started.
Oh, you were shooting.
Oh yeah. I started shooting towards Hash, and then Doug fucking plowed into me. I get up and I'm injured, but I start shooting again. And Doug has the sickest slow-mo shot on his channel. If you have not seen Doug's video of that slow-mo of him, he got me directly in the middle of my fucking forehead, man. And my guy, dude, it is the
last night.
Yeah, it is the sickest slow-mo shot fucking ever, man. So
I got to go back and watch it from your end and his end.
Yeah, it was great. But long story short, when FD showed up, all the questions that they had were, you could see the progression in FD and in the paramedics, as far as RPing. It was.
We try not to make it too complicated because it is, just a game, and we have a lot of younger folks come in that have zero experience with any of it. So we kind of keep it as basic as possible, but still detailed enough where it meets the SLRP standards of having that realistic role play. And so for the last, 5-6 months with help with amazing, like actual professionals in the fields in real life, bringing in documents,
Hash loves
and
Bumblebee.
translating it to the GTA 5 physics and all this fun stuff. On not just on the medical side, but on the fire side. Like we do certain things on the fire side too, and how we fight fires and stuff now. Cookies, you remember how basic it was when you were in
Hey, what's going on, Caleb?
Yeah.
What's up,
Hose,
James?
just point at water.
Big shout out to
I
all the
was just
sponsors
about
up
to
in the
say
chat.
that. Yeah,
Big shout out to all the sponsors.
I can see, even as being like an LEO now, like going back and like watching from like how I used to do it, where it was arrive on scene, okay, check vitals, look for visible injuries, and I do like the minimum stuff, like put a C collar, splint, load and go. You know what I'm saying? But now it's like everything else. I'm like, wow, that's really
people are seeing blood pressure stuff up in the chat. They're seeing how many breaths per minute. They're seeing actual medical terminology of like nasal cannulas going
I'm
in
usually
the
pretty
nose.
good about touching
Like,
3 breaths per minute.
Touching 3
Oh,
breaths per minute.
breaths. Oh, I thought you said
Right.
breasts.
I'm watching it right now, Jeffrey. Where you're shooting at him. Oh my God, Doug ran right over you, dude.
Yeah, and Doug said he wasn't even.
Oh
Doug
my
said he wasn't even
God.
going to hit me. He stopped his truck. I saw him stop, but it was when I started shooting at him that he. Nice mug.
Shameless
Oh
plug.
my God.
This
That
mug
is
makes
great.
coffee just tastes amazing, especially when you put whiskey in it.
Oh yeah.
So
Dude, he lit you up, bro.
Yeah, he lit. Yeah, they both did. Him and Hash, and I had other deputies shooting me from the other side. That's why I was like, yo, I wasn't even gonna kill that guy off, but they just put like 25 rounds in me, man. I was like, he's done. You know what I mean?
That
Hey,
is
what's up, Uncle
that
Scott?
is a killer slow-mo shot, man. That's a killer slow-mo shot.
That's the only regret I have about being FD is if you notice lately, I've been doing a lot more Civ stuff because we've had the numbers where I'm able to like go off and actually.
We're just
create
gonna
Civs
hide
myself.
that guy.
And
We're
I
just
gotta
gonna
say, it's a
hide
lot
that
of fun.
guy. That
It's
guy's
a lot of
just been
fun
talking shit ever
harassing
since
you
he came.
guys.
Ever since he came up in here,
and just coming up with different things.
that guy's been talking shit.
But yeah, just the
So-
procedures and stuff from the FD side, we've really just built them up and made them easy to understand, easy to follow. Like we have flowcharts. Like it's literally new EMTBs come on scene. They're brand new in the server. They just start at the top and just follow the flowchart like a choose your own adventure book. That should be a series of books for you young viewers out there that us older folks used to read. And you could just literally follow the flowchart down. You can't fail. You can't fail. And then you load and go. That's it. But it gives that realistic appearance for LEO and helps out Civs with their scenes because they learn some things that they can start adding. Like last night, I had a bunch of DMs about a Civ who had a pacemaker, right? And they shocked him with an AED. And he role played out that the AED exploded, or the pacemaker exploded. Doesn't actually happen in real life. We have to touch base on that. But it was just something that, because of what we've brought into the community, that popped into this particular person's mind. Like, hey, this could be a possibility, and did it. You never saw that stuff before, and so I've thoroughly enjoyed it. Every time applications open up, I'll sit there and stare at the LEO application, kind of think.
Tap your fingers.
I feel like
You could do reserve. Like, why not do reserve?
What does reserve consist of? Like, what do you do as reserve? Is that where you drive the van, like the transport van? Is that what you
reserve
do?
is you only drive. I believe you can only drive the F-150. Reserve, you're a Robert unit. So like
you're a union.
You're like JB,
Bring
like
down the
JB.
establishment.
He's a reserve,
Sorry,
so he's Robert. What is he? Robert 9-1, Robert 8-1, 8-1, 9-1.
I'd do that if they let me. I would drive the F-150. I think the F-150 is nice.
Reserve is, but yeah, I think you can. I don't know if you can be Civ and reserve Elliot. I don't know.
What's the first rank of officer that you go to? You're deputy one, right?
Deputy.
Right?
Yeah.
Because that's what I was when I was Leo, and then I had to back out because it was around a bad time. A lot of stuff was happening in my personal life, so I had to back out. And it sucks too because I really worked hard to go for that Leo, man. I really worked hard.
You would have still been Leo.
Yeah, I would probably been.
There
I would
goes
probably
that
been ranked
CJ
up by
Farms
now.
again.
Yeah, oh my God, that stupid button. If I ever go Leo again, I will change that stupid push to talk, man, to something across my keyboard that I
we
will
got
not.
Matt Griffin up in the house.
Because that
What's
was
up,
the
Griffin?
issue, I think. Because when I'm in SLRP,
What's up,
my
dude?
push to talk for TeamSpeak
Chris
is
G
9.
is here. What's going on?
My in-game
Good to
chat
see
is
you guys
0.
slide up in
And
here.
my Discord
Yes, 1900s,
chat
Doug.
is
That's what I'm talking about.
Push to talk is 8. See, so they're all together, and the other issue not really an issue, but I have this on my controller. See?
Cool. Right on.
So when I'm doing stuff, these three buttons are together, and they're about the size of your thumb. And see how easy it is to maybe push the other one slightly. So that's what happened when Jeffrey was training me. I accidentally pushed the other button and was talking to the radio, the dispatch, instead of the in-game.
Hi, Mike. Hi, Mike.
I actually had both buttons pushed down, I think is what it was.
Yeah,
so.
they told him so the way it happened was we saw the tractor going down 68 and CJ hits the radio button and he goes, there goes that CJ Farms
CJ
again.
Farms.
And Ethan got on the radio and was like, hot mic. And then CJ hit the radio button again and proceeds to say, oh, I did it again.
I remember that. Didn't somebody clip that?
Yeah, it's clipped somewhere.
Yeah,
Maddie's
it's
is too.
clipped.
Maddie did it, and Maddie was a really hot mic, and he was just sitting on it, and he was talking to somebody.
Hot mic, like
He was like, "What's a hot mic? Is that when? Oh, that's when somebody's sitting on there." And he's just saying this over the radio. What's up, JT?
Yeah.
The Philly Gamesters.
Watch
up
your
in the house,
keys.
man.
Watch your keys.
yeah, I remember. I think it was like Christian or somebody. He was like, watch your keys.
Yeah, is that something that happens commonly with
Deputy
new?
Dangle is a fucking god. He is a god.
I mean, I guess it can, right?
I use my left alt for Discord if I'm having to like train, like if I'm doing phases and stuff for new trainees. I'll use my my right alt for in game and my right control for radio, and so they're kind of spread apart. And
What's
I
going
have to
on,
purposely
Dangleberry?
hot mic if I'm gonna do it. So,
What's up, Big Jess?
Yeah,
I mean,
heard.
if I wanted to do FD,
Oh,
if I
he's
wanted
got
to do FD, they said I would have to let my head of COC know. So who is that? Shane?
I mean,
COC of the head of Civ. Yeah, is that
Yeah.
Shane?
no, it'd be like Brian or
Brian. So I would have to just say,
Brian.
hey, I'm going to FD.
Yeah.
Right,
This
yeah.
is Shane.
I'm Shane.
Oh, you're Shane. Oh, you're Shane.
Hi. Hey, CJ,
So
nice
you
to meet
used
you.
to be.
How are you?
So you used to be head of Civ, right? Weren't you head of Civ at one time?
No.
No, sir. I've been FD this entire time.
Yeah, he
I was
was
Civ
the
for
whole time.
Yeah,
Somebody
you go
told
Civ
me
from
that
time
somebody
to time,
named Shane
though, right?
was head of Civ.
No. There's a pretty cool, awesome dude named Sean that's in Civ, but I don't think
Sean, that's who it was. That's who somebody told me was head of
Hey, we got
okay.
Tinder up in the house.
But
What's
he's
up, Tinder?
not COC.
Okay, yeah, this mine don't work as good as it used to.
It's fine, whatever. I know you're lucky. I put mine in today, so
Maybe
I don't know.
you would think getting zapped would have.
So if I let Brian know that I would, yeah, maybe so.
Sorry.
So if I told Brian, hey, I'm gonna go FD,
Yeah, FD.
then
Yeah,
what would be
no-
my next step from there? Do I need to apply?
I actually hot
There's
mic'd
a
with
there's
the
an
pedals
application
too.
that I would
Not
send
gonna
you where
lie.
it's basically saying,
Hey,
"Hey, I'm interested in doing a full department."
I see Manuel
switch,
come up in here. I
right?
thought I saw man. Hey, what's up,
talk
crazy? How you
amongst
doing,
my
man?
COC, we say, "Hey, yeah, let's bring them on," and
Yes,
then you'll
don't jump
attend my
COC.
UTV academy, and you'll train up as a medic.
I'm
Okay,
doing all
I'm
right,
messaging
Chris.
Brian right now. I'm messaging.
Foot
I'm
pedals
messaging
and
I
line
don't-
right
decks
now.
are a must.
CJ, I don't know
Absolutely.
as if like Shane changed it or not, but like when I
Ironic, it's
transferred, it
episode
was
69.
why do you want to be FD? Oh, I want to be FD to help people. Okay, yep, you're accepted. I don't know if it's
the
been
right
changed yet,
comments
but it was like wicked easy when I filled mine
No,
out.
it's. I'm not gonna ask you like.
I
really
use the
crazy
foot
questions.
pedals. My
It's
left
like 5
pedal
questions.
is
It's
my
like, what's your name?
Yeah,
team
it was
speak.
easy. Yeah.
My
Why do you
right
want to
pedal
switch
is
that
my
to?
in game,
Cool, we'll
and
be
my
right
middle
back.
pedal
All right,
is
come
my
on. You know what I mean?
E-button.
Like it's not a
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
Well,
to
I've
unlock
always been
doors.
more into, even with
What's up, Jaden?
LSPDFR, I've always been more into the firefighter side of things than I have. Don't get me wrong, I love playing as a police officer, as in LSPDFR and stuff like that. But like firefighter stuff, I love it. I've got the Patreon version of the fire callouts through Panos, and dude, it's pretty amazing what you can do, man.
Did you just
like,
say you're applying for FD?
yeah, I'm
Yes,
gonna
he
do
is.
it. I'm gonna
Are you
do it.
really gonna do it?
Yeah, I'm gonna do it because I want to get the practice in there and get used to. Because I said I wouldn't transfer over to anything else until I had like the Civ controls completely packed down, and I feel like I do. And this is probably gonna be a whole new set of hotkeys in my Stream Deck for me. So
Oh,
yeah.
Not really. No,
Don't
not
worry
really.
about it, dude. I have it already set up, dude. I promise you, since you have a Stream Deck, I'll just give you my fucking profile that I have here, and it's literally
nice, dude.
follow. It's choose your own adventure. You press a button, you look
Okay.
at the response. You press the button that replies to it, and then you just keep on going.
See, that's
until
what I
you're like-
need.
I got
And it's
you,
all
brother.
multi-action key, right?
It's all multi-action key.
I want
Not a thing.
Doug's.
It has the emotes. It has the things that you need to put up in the chat. It does everything for you. You just press a button and like, oh, there it goes. Like, oh, and you look professional doing it. My guys love it. It goes. The dudes that have stream decks. We share it amongst each other and stuff. You'll love it.
All right, man. All right, I'm gonna
Um,
message Brian, man. Let him know.
Once you get
So I'm just
FD,
like,
you'll
dude,
do-
I'm transferring to FD, right? Is that what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's it. I want
All right.
to transfer to FD. Once you get in, you'll do EMTB. You'll be a medic for a certain number of patrols. Once we know that you have the fill of the medical side of things, then you'll move up to fire basic, and we'll show you the fire side of things. And I developed myself the fire training by doing a lot of research. I I helped out with a volunteer fire department a long time ago.
Yeah.
I'm not a firefighter in real life, so I had to do a lot of research. I've been subscribing to all sorts of YouTube channels about Fire Institute and a bunch of other crazy stuff. And
It helps, right? It helps to have that knowledge, man. It helps. Even
So
if it's just a game, even if it's just a
It
video
is-
game,
Oh, it's
it
amazing
helps,
the
man.
things that we've incorporated in. Like, even though the game physics limited, our guys are looking for fire.
The Stream
interdiction
Deck
walls.
is an
They're looking
absolute
at,
must-have.
flow
Thank you,
plat-
Doug.
the flow
It's
path
the
for the fire and stuff
absolute
now.
must-have
If we ask like what the
for
wind direction and
5M,
smoke is,
for
or what
RPing,
the wind
it
direction
really,
color
really
smoke
is.
is, if you say west, you won't see our
Saban,
firefighters
what's
to the
going
west
on?
of the fire,
Moose
where the fire would be blowing at them in real life. They'd be fighting it from the sides.
From the side, yeah.
They'll be looking for chemical or electrical fires first to put those out because that's usually where the point of ignition is. We do rescues, like it is hardcore. And I'm trying, hopefully, been working on some side projects to even develop the fire department even more. And that's later on down the road. I won't give away those secrets, but I'm trying to make it pretty intense.
Right, right. You know, there's been a few times I've been in SRP where I was done with my scenario, or before I did my scenario, that I heard you guys coming down the road, and I would follow you guys because I've always been so curious about FD and SRP, so I would follow you
Ambulance
guys.
chaser.
Yeah, so I would follow you guys, but nobody ever saw me. Nobody knew I was doing this. I hope I don't get in trouble for this.
Nah,
But I would go over into the bushes and watch you guys. I've watched you guys several times do this stuff, just from the sidelines. I did the same thing with the police. I did it in a sense where I wouldn't get busted for cop stalking. You know what I mean? So I would just kind of stand out the sidelines and stand in the bushes somewhere, or maybe behind a building, and just watch what they were doing. Granted, I wasn't live when I did it because I wouldn't do something like that live. That wouldn't look good on SRP. So I did it when I wasn't live. But there's been many times I stood for the sidelines, man, and watched you guys in action. It's pretty cool what you guys
He's
do.
gonna have me
so
looking in the bushes now.
like, where's Ricky
I
at?
see him. There he is, right there.
Where's
Ricky? What's up, Gilbert Gamer?
I'm gonna be
So, I actually have a question for Shane.
Oh.
So Oh, that mug's amazing, by the way. I just want to point that out.
Makes coffee taste so good.
It doesn't it?
Get yours today.
So
get yours today easily
for a low price. So
Oh my God.
obviously, obviously I'm LEO and everything, and I used to be, FD. Obviously a lot of things have changed. Would it be possible for like one day if you guys have like a scheduled EMTB class, if I could like just join so I can get like a refresher? Because I'm still reserve and everything.
Still reserve,
So
yeah.
like
absolutely.
if I go reserve, it's gonna be like doing the minimal stuff like I used to, and then all the rest of them are gonna be like, yo, don't forget to do this and this and this and this and this and this and this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So,
absolutely. We'll reach out to you. I'm not sure if you see all of our stuff in the fire chat anymore, but
no, I don't know.
yeah, next time there's a training, I'll absolutely be like, hey man, there's a training here and there. Yeah, we encourage anybody could show up. If you're reserve or in the fire department, you could be an engineer or a lieutenant or hell myself and decide to attend the EMTB Academy to just do a refresher. Absolutely, we do not mind at all.
I wouldn't mind touching up on the fire
If
stuff.
LEO want to come in and just watch the EMTB Academy and just learn something new, we do not mind. Absolutely, we do not mind at all.
Moon Demon.
Yeah.
Hey, I think you might have sold one. Moon Demon
Oh,
says, I gotta get one of those.
Yeah, Angel, you need to get one of these. I'm just saying.
I mean, come on, man.
What? You don't have one yet? What are you? You're like one of the dude. What are you doing? Like
what
you
are
let
you
this guy
doing,
be on your
dude?
staff? You let this guy be on your staff? What are you? You don't even have a Jeffrey mug?
Oh man,
I thought that was a prerequisite.
Big Jess says the biggest problem with FD is that most 99% of civs in real life too think you can just go and fight a fire. You have to get on scene and access the scene for a while before you can just fight the fire. That's true.
Right. So in EFD, I've translated this to real life, but in real fire departments, they used it's an acronym called SLICE RS. And with SLICE RS, they start with the S, which is scene size up. And then it's locate the fire. Then it's, I don't want to lie to you. Anyways, there's a whole acronym where they follow through it. I have translated to SLRP, where it's scene size up, locate water, identify wind direction smoke, containment, and extinguishment. And the RS is off to the side. That's rescue and salvage, and those are done fluid throughout that acronym. So when my fire basics pull up in the engine, the first thing they're doing is they're looking at the fire, and then they're looking for a hydrant, right? And what I teach them is that if they see a hydrant that's before they get to the actual house, to actually stop, get out, and role play them actually hooking up their supply line to it and doing a forward lay to the front of the house or the alpha side of the house. And then from there, they do their scene size up, where they do a complete 360 around the house looking for casualties. They're identifying where the fire actually is, what hazards are there, and if they see if there's any casualties outside, they need to get to the medics.
So they're actually hooking up, but like you can actually hook up a supply line to the truck?
You have to role play that out. We don't have that.
Oh, gotcha. That would be cool if we could, though.
Like a hose prop.
Right. Yeah, so once they pull in a tech line, there's a little hose thing that comes out and that'll spray the water. We used to use fire extinguishers all the time, which is what it is, but we now have a fire script that allows us to have a hose that we kind of hold. It doesn't travel all the way back to the engine, but you can see that we're holding it.
Is that the one that replaces the minigun? Is that what it is? It replaces the minigun, right?
Sure, I guess. I don't know. That's a Mark question.
Oh, I'm just asking because I know from the Patreon version of Panos, that's what he does. He replaces the minigun and allows you to have a water hose when you're fighting the fires. So maybe that's what I was just.
It probably is. I had no idea. It showed up one day and Mark was like, "Here you go, guys. Tired of those fire extinguishers. Enjoy." And so we were like, "Thank you."
That's the cool thing about Mark. He's always doing things to make the server better, though. You know what I mean?
So good. And so we really we role play that out. If you as LEO, if you look up in the chat, you'll see, if you're close enough, you'll see us actually saying hooking up supply line with a hydrant wrench, turning on full water to the pumps, the whole 9 yards, just like you would in real life. And they follow that acronym going down from identify wind direction smoke, containment, where they try and focus on chemical and electrical fires first with foam. We do have a foam script, so those particular fire types in the game server, if you spray with water, they'll get bigger. Foam will put them out.
Right.
And then the extinguishment. We do rescues. We check roof stability. We check building stability.
What's up, Chris Horseman?
Collapse on anybody.
Welcome, brother.
It is a full-on fire operation that we have developed. Over the
Right. That's pretty dope, man. That's pretty dope how y'all got it laid out like that.
Yeah, and to add on to what you're talking about, CJ, no, it does not actually replace the minigun. It's actually nothing like Panos, to be honest with you. It's an actual script itself. So you can do /hose in the chat, and it puts like the hose in your hand.
Oh wait, what? What? How do I get hose in my hands? It's a /ho.
/ho. Works for me.
Look at that! You put forward /hose, and all of a sudden Tinder's coming in my chat.
I said,
Oh my God.
And now, GG, now you know why I haven't put in that LEL application right now.
I'm sorry, Cookies. I ruined that.
Hey, show him the other side of that cup. Show him the other side of that mug. See the other side of the mug. It's Deputy fucking Dangle, baby.
Oh, yeah, guys. Look at that. Deputy
Hey, what's
Dangle.
up, Brian? Passenger Escobar is up in the house. What's up, Brian? Who bought the bots to raid us? I don't think anybody buys them. Tinder bought them.
So how long? So let me ask you this, man. How long is the training for the in-class training and then the in-game training? Like, is it how long?
4
is that
hours total.
So I'm gonna do it all in one day. I'm gonna do it all in one day. That's how I did Civ and Leo. I'm gonna do it all in one day.
Are you talking about like doing the Civ in-game training or just
No.
the EMTB Academy?
No, the FD.
So the EMTB Academy.
Yeah, no, you're not the only one,
lasts
Hash.
for the classroom, probably about 45
That's
minutes.
why
to
he
an hour,
was
depending
dark. He
on
said
how
Cookies
well you
was
pay
buying
attention
them.
for the class. And then in-game is probably about the same.
Oh, God.
No, that's not too bad.
No, Hash,
We'll
they
give
don't
you
move
your
over for me for
uniforms, we'll give
shit.
you your ambulance and your stretcher. We're going to
Oh,
go
you
over
just
different
landed?
controls. It's a little different from being.
Oh, I get an ambulance?
Yeah, you'll get.
Dude, let me know
you'll
next
get-
time you go up in the air. I
you'll
want
get
you to
your-
fly over my
you're gonna
house.
get your,
You fly
your
over my
apparatus,
house.
all that fun stuff. right
Oh,
off the
cool,
bat.
man.
And then you'll run through a couple scenarios where we give you a taste of what you're going to experience in the server.
Gotcha.
Once you get through that, and we give you the "Yay! Welcome CJ to the FT" thing in the fire chat,
They let
your
you
next
taste
patrol,
those.
you're going to start your FTO training, and
Jesus.
you'll be riding with either an engineer or lieutenant. They're going to do a few calls themselves where you're just shadowing. You're just going to ride along and watch, and they're going to explain to you a whole bunch of things. They're going to show you the flow chart. They're going to show you the BLS medications PowerPoint. We're going to show you everything slowly. We're not going to just throw you to the wolves immediately.
Right, yeah.
And then once you kind of get a good grasp on it, we'll switch seats, let you get in the driver's seat, and you're going to get your hands bloody, and you'll handle a few calls yourself.
Does that mean I get to work the lights?
Yeah, light, siren, all 9 yards. You get to call yourself en route, and all you get to do all the medical patient charts.
I could see you climbing the ladder, no pun intended. In the FD department. I really could see you doing that, and I know it's something that you've always liked doing. You said sometimes you like doing it more than like in LSPDFR. I know one time you told me you like doing your fire episodes sometimes more than your.
Yeah, that's what I was just telling him a while ago. That in my LSPDFR, I love playing the firefighters. I don't know why.
I've thumbnail yet. I'm waiting for you to go live with that.
Oh yeah, the one that. Yeah. Well, I meant to tell you because the actual picture I wanted to edit in my Photoshop first and then let you.
Oh, okay.
Because it's kind of got like it looks good, but the picture itself is a little too dark for my liking. I like it to be really bright.
Okay.
So let me edit it and then let me send it back to you.
Okay.
And then you can do what you want to it. So
Angel's like, yeah, they won't throw you in a scene with a major fire and 3 victim multicast event. He was unlucky enough for his first scene getting hands bloody. It was a multicast event. We had like 3 or 4 civs that went down. It was a big explosion at a gas station. We actually used it to promote our newest lieutenant, Joshua. To lieutenant. He's been a great engineer for us for a while.
Let you grab my joystick. God.
Promoting him to lieutenant finally.
Yeah, see, I'm really stoked about it, but I'm still at the same time I'm really nervous because I guess it's the thing of learning something new. You know, that I'm nervous about, but no, I'm looking forward to doing FD and fire and rescue. You know what I mean? So
there's some
exactly,
times
Doug.
when I first started off, I felt physically sick at times because I thought I completely messed up scenes and stuff. I was like, I completely just messed this all up. She's they're gonna fire me. Jess sitting there just staring at me like sure, and I'm like, I don't know, my bad, but
yeah, because I see all the questions they ask because I've been in accidents before when you guys have come up and rescued me, and I see all these questions they ask like, take your blood pressure. What's your blood pressure? Right? I'm checking your heart rate. What's your heart rate? Does the patient have any wounds? Does the patient have any broken bones? And I'm thinking, God, how do they keep up with all this stuff? So I think that's the part that makes me nervous.
We give you all the tools necessary. We have a flow chart, and literally what they're asking you is on the flow chart. The first thing you're going to do is like put your gloves on, right? Because you don't want to get blood on your hands. You don't know if people have diseases. And then from there, it's a scene size up where like, is the scene safe? If it's not, you'll leave, right? If there's still people shooting, probably not the time to start treating people. You know what I mean? If you go down, you can't help anybody.
Right.
And then from there, what, do you consider a C-spine? Depends on the call that you went to. Is this guy just sick and vomiting, feeling bad? Or was he in an MVA? Did he fall off a bridge? Was, he shot or something? If it's something more trauma-related, put a C-collar on. Even if his neck's not hurting, put a C-collar on him, just in case. And then from there, what wounds do they have?
Hey, take care, Big Jess. Good to see you, brother.
See what wounds somebody has, you got to get them what we call trauma naked. You're going to cut their clothes off. All the way down to the little skivvies. Yeah. Trauma naked. That's the only way, because you might miss something if you don't see it, if it's hidden underneath their pants or whatever. They might have a bone sticking out of their femur, and you just never noticed it. You're treating different stuff up here, and they're bleeding out down there. So you make them trauma naked. And then from there, are they responsive? Are they talking? Cool. If they're not, you need to establish an airway. Because if you don't have an airway, you don't have a patient.
Dude, you're going to be at that 1K in no time, bro. You're going to be 1K in no time.
And then you'll treat for bleeding. You'll treat for breaks.
You got that right,
take their vitals the last bit to make sure they're not in shock.
If they arrive on scene. Although,
it's super quick.
There was a time that they arrived on scene. And
that civ feels like, oh, yeah, man, these guys are really going to take care of me. Or that LEO's like, oh, thank God, FD's here. I'm not going to die after all.
It's pretty dope how it works, man. Like, it's really. I know the last accident I had was with, I think it was with Ricky, and I was driving a dune bug to the desert, and here come a cop. And I spun out to go back the other way. And when I did, I accidentally went in the wrong direction, jumped the tracks, hit a telephone pole, and flipped upside down. I can't remember who rescued me that day, but whoever it was, is like you said, man. It feels like real life. It really does. And when them guys taking care of me and they're asking me all these questions, it's like, man, this is just so legit. Like, in my opinion, I think SLRP is the most realistic server out there that I have ever seen, you know, and I may not have much time to come in there, but I think doing FD, I think I will make time to come in there more, because FD is something I want to do. Civ, I enjoy it, but it's really hard to come up with a scenario every time you're in there, and I'm not saying I don't enjoy it, because I love doing Civ. I love going there and just doing my own thing, you know, but you know, when you're in the emergency services, it's like Jeffrey said, the action comes to you, right? Right. The action comes to you. So, but man, I'm looking forward to. And what's your rank in the FD?
I'm captain right now.
You're captain.
I was recently promoted to captain after Ernesto, amazing captain. He was. I miss you, Ernesto. Love you, buddy. He decided to go to Civ due to some real life. You know, he wasn't able to dedicate as much time to it. And so they promoted me up to captain.
Nice, man.
I'm one of the big cheeses now. In
the big chief, huh?
there's only one person above me now, so it's a lot of pressure. But I have
now the person above you is that Jess?
Yes.
Is she?
Yep, that's Jess.
Yeah.
And she's been in for 2 years.
I was gonna say, I knew she'd been there for a long time, man.
Yeah,
she's been there for a long time.
She trained me when I was in the EMTB. And stuff. In fact, Cookies joined the department like
she did my Civ training, I believe. She was part of my Civ training through almost to the end. Then she had to leave, and then I think Dean was the one that Dean made me laugh. He always makes me laugh, and he did this one. He did this one trick when we were all at the airport, and he's like, so you can do something like this, and his guy starts dancing and then does a daggum backflip in the middle of us. It was so funny, man. He's such a funny guy. So
I actually showed off his Dean book on one of my patrols just recently. I think last patrol.
Oh yeah, yeah.
He created an overlay for us for when we pull our CAD up. What I'll do is sometime in my streams, I'll pull up the CAD and I'll show how I'm doing my fire reports, or if I'm looking at other people's reports and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
He created an overlay where it looks like a laptop. It's got a picture of like Jess up in the corner saying, "I love my battalion chief" or whatever, and it has like a book. It has like property of FD on it, and I can put that over the CAD, and it looks so legit, so cool.
Oh, that's pretty cool, man.
I like that. I want that.
Shane, you gotta help
Hash
me
do
set
that.
up. Yeah, he's got it. He made one for LEO.
Yeah, he's got an LEO version of it too. Just
I gotta figure out how to set it up.
Get it from your supply room, you know.
Are we doing questions for Shane yet? Yeah. What do you got? Passenger Escobar, Brian. Brian, for those that don't know, lives like 10 minutes away from me, and he flies, and he's been trying to get me up in his plane to grab his joystick.
He's my silver wing buddy. Yeah.
Brian, I just messaged you on Discord, by the way, Brian.
Oh, I'm sorry there, John. My bad. Is that better? Can't hear me? John is freaking out. He can't hear my beautiful voice. Apparently, I was too quiet.
He just sent me a picture of downtown where I live and said, "This could be you." That would scare the shit out of me, man. You have no idea. I'm so terrified of heights.
Does he really live like 10 minutes away from you? Brian does?
Yeah. He lives about.
Have y'all ever ran into each other?
No. I'm sure we will. He actually invited me out with him and his wife one time, but I forgot what it was. I think Jenny and I had already had plans or something. We were going to be out of town. I don't know, something. But I told him I want him to fly over my house and take a picture of me standing out in the road with like my hands out or something. Just so I could.
That'd be cool.
I would love that. That would be so fucking cool.
Brian's a buff dude.
Brian is a cool ass dude.
He's a buff dude, man.
He,
buff.
Tatted the fuck up too.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, he is.
He was our leader for that aerial demonstration team we did for the 2-year thing.
Oh, he was a part of that?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was Silver 4. I was the one that went spelunking. You guys thought I crashed.
You were the one that
I did not
Everybody
crash.
was like, "Did he just crash?" And we're like, "No, he didn't crash. No, he didn't crash."
everybody knows that A-10s can also go underwater. I don't know why people thought that.
Oh, so you were one of the pilots at the air
Yeah.
show. Oh, that was dope, man. You guys did so good on that. That was
I
amazing.
was silver 2. And so
There you go. The question's in my chat there, Shane. If you
I can't see it.
He says, question for Shane, how was your experience flying in the air show? For me, it was the thing I'm most proud of doing in the server.
Dude.
What was your overall impression?
I was, when I first got asked, I wasn't one of the initial ones. Somebody had dropped out. I forgot who it was.
Rodriguez, I think it was.
I think it was Rodriguez.
Yeah.
I think it was.
Hey, what's up,
And
John?
so I had
Deputy
applied
Gates up in the
I
house?
saw the thing. I was like, yeah, that sounds cool. But I wasn't expecting how in depth. I should have, because everything in SLRP, when anybody does anything in SLRP, they always go all out. And I should have expected that this was going to be an all out thing and not just a quick flyover and do like a barrel roll and fly away. So when he first asked, and I felt very honored, I was like, yeah, I can fly. I've done it a couple times in GTA Online. And when they started showing me the routine, and like they were super patient with me. They didn't like just throw me to the wolves as whatever. They were patient with me. They showed me what they wanted to do. We practiced so much. I mean, it was nonstop,
Let's see if Tinder
all
comes
hours
back.
of the day.
Hey,
all
JB.
night for
What's up,
2-3
JB?
weeks, and it was the most amazing thing. I was super proud of it too. And Brian, hats off to you, brother. I can't wait for the next one.
Amazing. You guys did an amazing.
Y'all
fucking
did
job with
awesome
air
on
show.
that.
Marcus
air show.
Martinez,
It was
what's
cool,
up,
man.
Yeah, I cannot wait for the next one. Like we're still in contact with each other, and we'll every once in a while be like, "Hey, so we'll start practicing for this event coming up." Like we doing a thing? We doing a thing?
Brian
We
reached
doing a
out to
thing.
me too, and it was just like, oh man, I just like you said, I know it was going to be very time consuming, and I didn't want to be like, yeah, I'll do it, and then fail you guys and not be able to come in when you're training, and so it just, you guys did a fantastic. Fantastic fucking job.
Yeah, I enjoyed it, man. I actually got to skydive that day with Dangle.
Dangle, baby.
Yeah, Dangle took me up in the skies, and he said, "All right, you gonna jump out? 3, 2, 1, Geronimo."
Yeah.
Don't you fucking jump till I tell you to jump. Don't do it.
The best part of that was when we went up, like a whole bunch of people
were falling out of the back of the plane.
Falling out of the back of the plane.
So
Yeah,
we were getting ready for the air show, and watching you guys fall out of the back of that thing, I was like, wow.
Did you end up getting a lot of people that day, Jeffrey?
Well, it started off really slow, right? And then I took like 2 or 3 people up, and I came back, and there was 50 fucking people standing there, and I was like, oh, Jesus Christ. Like, I need a bigger plane. I can like take 4 people up at a time. So that's when they got the cargo plane, and we opened up the back of it, and everybody fit. But then as I started going down the runway,
that desync, they all just started falling out of it. It was so funny.
Flying out the back.
It was so funny. And it was like
it took off when I was landing. Like Mark, I was coming in landing, and Mark was flying a plane and taking off, and it was it was the craziest shit ever, man. It was the craziest shit ever. It has been a minute, Marcus. Man, it's good to see you. When is the next one? Is it going to be the 4th of July, or is there a time, a different event where you might be able to do one?
I know there is an event coming up in SLRP. I don't know if we're allowed to talk about it yet, but I think there's been some.
Hey, Aaron, love you, bro. Take care, man.
Maybe a flyover or something.
See ya, brother.
For it, maybe. I don't know. That's a Brian question. He's our
Brian
leader.
question. Answer the question,
So,
Brian.
Yeah, Brian, answer the question.
Answer the question.
What's your plans with your YouTube channel? Is this something you want to do?
Yeah, I want to
make a living off of it, and or is it something you just want to do for? No, I'm serious. Like, is it something that you're aspiring to make it to that point where this can be your main source of income, or is it just something you just want to do on the side and it's not really important to get to that level?
For right now. It's a hobby for right now, but if it ever gets to the point where I can actually start like making money off of it, then I would probably like be more serious about it. So I'm just kind of waiting to see. I started off on Twitch, I made affiliate, but it wasn't really growing too much. And I think part of that is because after a while, Twitch like gets rid of your videos while they're forever here on YouTube.
Yeah.
And
Not
so
only that, but
people-
you see what Twitch is doing now. They're
Yeah,
getting rid of the 30/70 and going to 50/50, which is just fucking
Which-
stupid. It's
What would do what
Well,
now?
then-
Explain
then-
that to me. What is that?
They're getting rid of the 30/70. You know, YouTube is 30/70. 70% you, 30% YouTube. That's what Twitch is. But now Twitch is going 50/50 for everybody. For even the people with millions of followers on Twitch. And those people are like, fuck you. Like,
they're just dropping ship. And going
they're
to YouTube.
dropping ship over there on Twitch
which
now.
is smart business because people that are at that level, this is a business for them. And so
Yeah,
it's
man.
like,
50/50.
it's like,
Get the fuck out of
you,
here.
you want
Like,
half of the fucking shit. I'm the one putting forth the effort. I'm the one putting the content out. You're just a platform. You
That's
want
it.
half of my profits? No,
no,
I'm good.
get out of here.
And so off to YouTube we go.
So they want half of everything that we're making on Twitch.
like an
Jesus.
ex-wife, like an ex-wife, one half. No.
Wow, dude. Like
And not
this
even
world
divorced.
is
Halloween
some people in this world are so
We want
greedy, man. It's
prenup.
all about greed and money, man. Jesus Christ.
And so I don't know. I think Twitch is just on the downward spiral. And so I started putting a lot more stuff out on YouTube. When I first started off, I started off streaming on Twitch, but then I would take the calls during that particular stream and I cut them out. And I made like a little video series called The Watch on my YouTube channel. And you can go watch. I have 2 seasons of it where it's basically kind of like Rescue 911. You show like it's usually about 3 calls per episode. And it's just literally the call. It's none of the waiting in between, none of the conversations. It's literally I get the call and I go and I handle the scene. I come back. It's like a little description thing. And I put like this patient expected to make a full recovery, blah, 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 blah. Right? Or LEO
That's
is
cool.
I would put in there like if you have any information about this murder, contact LEO at blah blah blah. You know, just like in real life. You know, if you want to help victims out. You know, just like in those shows. I stopped doing that, and because I started putting more of my live streams on YouTube, and I frankly don't have the time. And so I just made a whole folder playlist of all of my live streams for like the last 6 months, and so it's been good. I'm up to 209 guys. Thank you so
Wow,
much.
209 subscribers. Y'all going over
You know, I thought I was already subscribed to you, and I wasn't, and I apologize, but I did sub to you, man.
Crap.
Crap. I really thought I was subbed to you. I don't know what. Like sometimes I think I'm subbed to people, and I won't be, but yeah, I subbed to you, brother. I subbed to you with the bell on all, man.
Appreciate it.
Every time I sub to somebody, I always put that bell on
me
all
too.
because I know how important it is, man.
Yeah.
You know,
It's-
so yeah, man.
I've been, you know, and if you go look at the description of my videos and stuff, like all you guys are in the descriptions and stuff. I throw y'all's links out there. I shout out to you guys all the time in my videos. Like, hey,
You have a lot of content over
Yeah.
here, dude. You got a lot of content. You're getting
If
some
you're
nice
bored-
views too, man.
like if you're bored and you don't like watching me stand around, go watch Gigi. He's out doing stuff right now. Like he's probably, you know, got stuff shit going. Or go watch Cookies, or you know, any of the other great guys.
He's probably hitting
that are out
gas pumps and shit like that.
there. If you want to see what happened before this fire, go watch Gigi's thing. You know,
Yeah,
you see
he's
him
the
run
one
into
that
this thing.
started
Yeah,
Wait a minute, do the firefighters wear body cams?
I do. Yes.
You do?
Yep, I sure do. I have a body cam on my.
Are we allowed to do that? As just are
If
we?
you've got- yeah, absolutely.
Are you
There's
talking
a
about
whole-
streaming your FD?
Mhm.
Oh,
Yeah.
100%.
Dude, you got to
James
show me
does it
how
now.
to. You got to show me how to set up that body cam. I'm watching your video right now, your last stream. You got to show me how to set up that body cam on your screen right there.
Yeah, not a problem.
Yeah, dude, I would love to have a body. I didn't know. I
I'm
didn't know
talking about
firefighters wore body cams. I didn't know
Talking
that.
about the overlay there. That's through
Yeah,
Sonoran-
yeah, the
that's-
Sonoran. Yeah,
That's through
Sonoran
Sonoran CAD, and
Mhm.
you can do it either as text or if you decide to like purchase through Sonoran CAD, you get that cool overlay for the Accent body cam, and that'll
Okay.
as you get dispatched out the calls, that changes automatically. Whatever when they attach to a call in CAD, that'll automatically change on your stream. Like it'll put in whatever information you want it to say, where you're going, what the call to title is, if you're available or busy, just like a real body cam.
Oh, I see. So it's kind of got like a player location display type of thing, and it shows
Yeah.
you where you are, your crossroad, and all that.
Yep.
That's pretty dope, man.
And you can put all sorts of information in that thing. I have it. It's pretty basic because I didn't want
I
to be
want that.
distracted.
Yeah, I want that too.
So if you were to go 1042 out of service, it would show that on your screen, right? It'd go from 1042.
Yeah.
That is pretty dope.
do you have a
man.
tutorial on that? Why don't you do that? Why don't you do? I'm serious.
It's always like, give me a tutorial
yeah.
on it.
Why not do a tutorial on that? A lot
The
of
very
people
first-
would like Love
Dude, people
to see
would
that.
honestly, people would
Okay.
eat that up, man.
Yeah, I'll probably do that. That's fine. I've
I
never
have
done
one
tutorials for.
Oh, you have one
I have
for it?
one
Sorry, I
where
didn't mean
I
to take
turn-
the wind out of your sail, Cooks.
No, no. I was just gonna say I have one.
Never
so
mind,
that
man.
when I
Everybody go to
activate the
cookies.
dash cam. No, mine's no. I'm
just
not gonna make a video on it. No, I have it set up so like when I go and activate
I
the
got you,
dash
John.
cam,
I'll ask
I have
him.
it as a multi-action.
Almost
so it
2 years.
activates
I
it
can't
in
wait for y'all to see
OBS
that 2
as
year
well.
membership.
So like when I get out of the car, activate the dash cam. It also activates on my stream.
I don't know.
And then when I
got you,
deactivate it,
I
it
got
goes
you,
away
bro.
too. So
Well, I have a
Yeah,
meat
that's
character.
FB.
I have a meat character. He needs to be edited a little bit, his face, because he looks kind of weird. But in my opinion, he does. But it is my meat character that I use for my police officer.
My handsome character looks just like me. I'm just saying.
Does see the Ricky York that I have. He's like a younger, more stubborn version of me, minus the tattoos. Of course, I don't have any tattoos, but that's what Ricky is. He's like the younger, stubborn version of me because I used to be a really stubborn guy. Like I was really stubborn. Ricky's also a borderline alcoholic. I've never been a borderline alcoholic, but he is.
He was full blown alcoholic.
Yeah, but yeah.
No, he never was.
Lush.
He never was.
You'll never know how many times I've come back to
I
the
was.
station and I'll see one of my firefighters in there drinking a beer, and I'm like, what are you doing? And they'll immediately drop it and be like, oh, what's up, Cap? And I'm like, really? Really?
I mean, you can call us for that, you know.
No, I'm not going to
also
call
for
you
that.
guys
We'll
for that.
handle it.
No, because then they get it's fine. We handle it in house.
We'll handle it easily.
The best way to handle someone who might have been drinking on the job in the FD is they just do ladder drills until they puke. I work.
Oh, that's a good idea. That's a good idea. Get it out of them.
LEO y'all have much more better things to worry about than like a captain who has to go there and smoke the shit out of his FD guys. Like that's I can handle that.
Honestly, I think they should do stretcher drills. Those are worse.
Yeah, well,
Those are worse.
yeah. Wait, there's a few that'll smart off to me, and I'm like, cool, come here. And you can see this on one of my streams. I'll have them pull their stretcher out, and I'm like, cool. Now follow me, and I'll go all the way to the back wall. I'm like, cool. Now put your stretcher down. And I'll put it down because they don't know what a stretcher drill is. I have them pick it back up, and they walk all the way back to the ambulance, put it back in, close the doors. So I'm like, all right, now do that 20 more times.
Oh my gosh!
And
I'll be
like,
sure to be respectful.
They'll be like, oh, and I'm like, if you're bored enough to talk back to me, if you're bored enough to like be doing stupid stuff, then you're gonna practice doing a skill that needs to be practiced anyways when you're in the FD. So let's go. And they're like, are you serious? Did I fucking stutter? Like, I'm sorry. What part?
Yeah.
What problem are you having issues with, the do or the it? And they're like, sorry, Cap. And I start doing it. I'll do it.
You got
can
it,
ask
man.
them. You know?
What other games do you like playing? John wants to know. I know you play Arma. You play Arma with the guys.
Yep. I play Arma 3 with Patrick and Pig and all these other amazing dudes, Jeremy and stuff. I recently got into that. I fucking love doing it. GG, you need to play with us, man. I'm telling you.
Man, I know. It's
I've got the game. I've got Arma.
You need to come play with us too.
I've never played it. I've Chris Vroman gifted it to me about a month ago, and I just installed it probably a couple of weeks ago. I've never played it, but I watched him play it, and one of my favorite things I love about Chris is because he's this dude can snipe like nobody else I've ever seen. Like, this dude can hit people from 200 meters away in the head, the center of the forehead, right? But the cool thing about Arma that I like that I've seen so far because I never played it is the ghillie suits. I love the ghillie suits, man. They are amazing. And when Chris plays, he goes all out. He's in ghillie suits. His gun is camouflage. You know, it's got the ghillie strings on or whatever it is. And dude, that dude can snipe like nobody I've ever seen. It's
nice.
But I've heard it's a cool game, man.
It's a very good, and it can be very accurate military.
Angel says they can't shoot. He's talking about me. I'm a horrible shot,
Angel.
dude. I'm such a horrible fucking shot.
I also play ATS, American Truck Simulator. I don't stream it yet because I'm waiting. Speaking of Angel,
Hey, what's up, Michael Tingley?
he loves making different skins and stuff for vehicles, and he
yeah.
created one for me. And so I'm waiting for the Texas DLC to come out because I'm originally from Texas. And once that
That's what
happens,
I'm waiting on. I want to win the Texas DLC. I'm so excited about that one.
I'm
man.
going to start streaming ATS probably at least once a week, and I'm going to be showing off this
What state do you
awesome
live in?
Peterbilt. Texas. Yeah, I'm
Oh,
Texan.
you live in Texas now.
I'm good old Texan. I've been in Texas never all my life.
Wonder how far.
That's where Benzo's from. Yeah, that's where Benzo's
he's
from.
I used to live like an hour and a half from him. I recently moved up to Lubbock, so now I'm like 6 hours away from him. But we're still in Texas. Yeah, I'm Texan all the way.
I'd still drive to Benzo's house.
Yeah, I would.
Oh yeah, just to meet him. To meet him. Yeah, I know his buddy Mike B. He's always in his chat. Benzo's friend Mike B. flew out to Texas.
Yep.
And hung out with Benzo for like a weekend or something like that.
Yep.
But Mike B's been around Benzo's channel since he first started, and he's always been a member. You know, he's always been a member. He's always been a Patreon. Mike B is like, when you see Benzo's credits go up, Mike B's at the top of that list. Like he's a captain tier up there, man.
Right.
He's way up there. So
Angel just sent me the truck, so now I'm like super excited. I'm just
Angel made us a truck too. He made me one too, man. He gave me a criminal justice skin for my truck and a CJ Farm skin for my trailer, and it looks pretty awesome, man. I love it.
I cannot wait.
And Dangle T. He said Dangle.
Yeah, you gotta make a Dangle skin.
So I'm gonna be doing a lot of shout outs to him. I hope he starts like developing his stuff too. Like starts putting out like he could do like tutorials on how to like make like logos and stuff like that. I think he would like really.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea for Angel to do that, to make tutorials on how to,
especially
build.
Since it's something he likes to do anyways to kind of pass time. Might as well like, hey, maybe he could do a stream of like, hey, I'm gonna be making Jeffrey Gamer a new truck today, so why don't you guys watch while I fuck around with this?
Yeah, I think you should do that, Angel. I think you should make me a new truck and do a video on it.
I have a question for you, Shane. Do you use OBS or Streamlabs?
I use Streamlabs.
Streamlabs. So yeah, I'm looking at the overlay that you have for your streams with the fire in the background. Dude, that looks. I love overlays like that, man. The animated overlays. I love animated overlays, man.
Yeah, that's what I use.
use both. I use both Streamlabs and OBS depending on what I'm playing. So I use both. It's really cool to have the best of both worlds, man.
I tried OBS. I have to poke at it a lot more so I can get good at it. But
it's a lot easier than what people might think, man. I actually was able to transfer all my overlays from my Streamlabs to my OBS, so I can play on both. I've got both set up like that, but it's actually a lot easier than what people might think. If maybe I should do some tutorials on OBS on how to transfer your overlays over. I should do that.
That'd be cool. But
I wish I knew that before I recreated all of my overlays.
Yeah, dude, it's cooked.
I didn't know that, so I completely went and I was like, okay, so I guess I got to make some new overlays now. So I went and made like complete brand new overlays, and then like a week later, Jeff was like, no, you can just transfer them, dude. I'm like, well, where were you like a week ago?
Learning from CJ.
Yeah, it's literally I think it's under Sing Collections, and you go to import. And then it will bring up all your overlays, and you just click import, and they're in here, dude. They're there. Cooks is like, oh my god.
Oh yeah, I see that.
So
see
non-video games that I play, I'm a big. I don't know if you can tell, but I'm a big Dungeons and Dragons fan.
Oh, I bet
is that what that is back there?
I guarantee you love Big Bang Theory.
Yeah, who doesn't love Big Bang Theory?
I love that fucking show. I'm on season 9 or 10, and I've been just geeking off that show. Who's your favorite character? Mine's like between Sheldon and Wallowitz. I'm a Wallowitz fan.
I'm a Wallowitz fan too. I was gonna say, like, everybody says Sheldon, but I'm a big fan of Wallowitz.
Wallowitz is fucking hilarious.
Dude, it's just funny as hell.
Love that show.
Is it about what it is? What it says about the Big Bang Theory? Is that what it's about?
It's about these nerds that just they
never
work
seen
together.
Big Bang Theory? Oh my god!
No, I've never watched it.
Man.
I don't watch much TV, man. I don't take the time to watch much
It's
TV.
great. It's on HBO Max. You can watch every single episode, and it's about these physicists, string theorists, scientists that. And Wallowitz is an astronaut, though. He's the only one that doesn't have an MD. He's just an astronaut, you know.
He's just an engineer. He creates robots to go like, all around Mars.
It's just they live together, they hang together, and Sheldon is like this OCD, autistic type dude who just
super genius.
Super genius. Like graduated high school at the age of 11, and
really,
yeah, I'm telling you, man, the show is just—it's so funny. It's genius. It's
Yeah, you
And
know
it's
that's the
about
thing
these
about
nerds that find
autistic
these-
people, man. They're usually really smart.
Yeah. Listen,
The
man,
heck?
he's oh man, I love that. What's up, Grace? How you doing? He's at 213 subs. You're at 213 now.
Wow, man.
Really? Wow.
Laugh at the pic you just
Awesome.
sent me. How did you send it?
Nice.
Oh, there it is. I see a BP.
What's up, Grace?
Oh, look at his little one. His little one sitting there watching.
Is that
watching
Grace
the
Grace
gamers.
from back in the day, Grace?
That's great. Grace Harvey. Grace Games.
Nice. Right on.
Yeah.
Hi, Grace.
What's going on, Grace?
Haven't
Don't
seen her
watch
in a
Young Sheldon without finishing Big Bang.
Yeah,
Theory
don't
first.
don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. You need to watch all of Big Bang Theory before you watch Young Sheldon. Absolutely. I agree with that.
Oh shit, Moonbeam.
What else?
Yeah, you got to. I'm sorry, Angel. I set myself up for that one. he keeps asking me. He keeps telling me shit he needs for the trucks and.
Yeah, he was telling me too. He's like, I asked him to send me stuff for a
I'm
dingle truck.
so
but he won't do it."
bad with that.
I was gonna get on to you, but I was like, no, I'm on his show. I should probably like not
Rap.
scold GG right now.
There's nobody live right now. There's nobody live. Like nobody live right now.
ABC News is live.
ABC News is always live.
We're a little early. You know what I mean?
Hey, Brittany.
2 o'clock in the afternoon.
Hey, they're all saying hi to you.
No, just
Hi.
me. Just I
You
said
can come
hi.
around and say
okay,
hi if you
now,
want to.
now Shane said hi.
No? Why?
Hi.
No
Just-
makeup?
Hi.
Is that what it is? Oh, okay, all right. She says hi to everybody. She's kind of been crying a little bit.
Oh.
She's going through my wife's been going through some depression. And so she's real emotional. So it doesn't she'll just come in the room and I don't even know what to do for you don't really know what to do. She'll come in the room and start talking to me sometimes and just sit down on my lap and say, honey, and just start crying, man. It's
Sometimes
really,
all
it's
you
really
gotta do
sad,
is-
man.
You just got to be there. You know what I mean?
That's it, man. You got to hold him and console him and just comfort him, man. But it's really heartbreaking for me to
Go
see her.
live.
To
He
see
said,
my
"I'll go
best
live
friend
right
like that,
now."
You know what I mean? 'Cause
What up, Ninja?
to see her come in the
Hey,
room
what's
like
up,
that,
Kev? Thanks,
and
man.
to, yeah, what can I do?
Yeah, you're a fixer
Not
like I am. I do the same thing with my wife where I'm
Yeah.
like, all right, how do I fix this? And sometimes there's just nothing you can do. You just got to let him be there and let him push through whatever it is. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you can, man. Like I said, man, she literally comes in and sits in my lap. I just feel bad. I feel helpless, man, because she'll sit in my lap and just say one word, man, and tears just start going on her face. So it's kind of sad, man.
Just working. That sucks, Ninja. You shouldn't be working on a Sunday.
Never work on a Sunday. Never
This
work
is
on
the
a
Lord's
Sunday.
Day.
Unless you're getting
This-
overtime.
This is
Yeah.
the Lord's Day.
I'm the only one that can work on Sunday.
Let's go, Buffalo. Let's go.
Oh man. All right.
Yeah,
Nobody live?
we usually raid somebody, but there's nobody live right now. Right?
I'm live.
Nobody else
You
is
raid me.
anybody?
I was like, you raid
He
me.
said, "Come raid me."
Yeah, I don't have anybody.
We're just
TV.
we're a little early in the day. You know what I mean, on a Sunday. So it's what it is.
Nothing wrong with it.
HDV is live. Wow, somebody gave him a $2,000 super chat. This dude's
What?
like a HDV. My daughter is a mod in his chat. He's got 304,000 subscribers.
Somebody
and,
dropped him a 2G.
$2,000 dono super chat. Send that shit
Holy
to Stream
cow.
Elements.
Meet the gamers raid. Thank you, Hash.
Hash went over there.
Hash
to
is-
meet the
Hash.
gamers raid.
There we go.
But you said it was a super chat.
Yeah, it was a super chat.
Oh, YouTube's taking 30% of that.
Yeah.
Just they can.
Twitch will
Shoot.
take 50.
Two dono.
Yeah.
Shoot, you can have absolutely. You can take $300 of my $2,000. That's fine. That's $1,300 coming to me, or $1,600 if I do my math right. I don't know, whatever 30% of 2,000 is. You're gonna make me pull up a calculator. Let's see.
Yeah, I don't have anybody
2,000
added.
times 0.3. That's $600. So that means he got $1,400 from that, just of that one thing. I'm okay with that.
I mean, still, yeah.
There we go.
Still.
Go ahead.
That's like
Everybody jump on over to his channel.
half a
Do an
month paycheck.
MTG raid.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Do an MTG raid on Shane.
wouldn't mind that.
We'll get Shane. Don't
Couple
forget to
of
drop a
those, you
like
get
on
whole
his
new
channel.
PC, you know?
There we go. I want to see who's the first one
I
to
gotta
be
say,
over
the
there.
only people that's live, man, are you guys and Sky News and ABC News. I don't have anybody else live over here. That's it.
Nicholas wants
Yeah, I
everybody
don't
to know that his birthday is Wednesday.
Nicholas Peel?
Nicholas Peel, SLRP's
Alright.
mascot.
Oh,
You know?
he's
Yeah,
got
man.
subscriber only.
Yeah,
mode.
he's
Everywhere.
yeah, he is. He's
You know,
everywhere.
he watches this all just on one little console. Like that's it. Like I had this image in my head of this kid with like 15 different monitors on a wall, and he was just everybody's screens were like he was like Oracle and Batman, just straight up just watching this whole damn thing, and
That's what I
everybody's
thought,
chat
too.
stuff. And he finally admitted he's like, no, I just watched.
I'm doing pretty good, Kev. I'm doing pretty good. I'm sick again, but it's not COVID. So
How do you flip?
just a little head
From,
cold.
like everybody's stuff, like you're talking to everybody all at once.
Yeah,
Oh,
he's
Nick,
got
they were trying. What's up, man?
he's got an insider. There's somebody on the inside
Yes.
feeding him information, man.
Yeah. I don't know.
Nicholas Peel's definitely got a bat cave set up, a Batman
So,
thing,
when
a
I got
Batman type setup. He
promoted-
does.
When I got promoted to captain, they did this thing. It was after patrol. They called me back.
I had
into the
COVID
server,
about a week and a half
and
ago,
they
bro. Almost 2
continued,
weeks ago. It was
scene.
fucking awful.
I had to go down to the sheriff's station and get like questioned. And it was Jeremy, Benjamin, and Lewis. And so I was recording the whole thing, and I had a suspicion that I was getting promoted, but I wasn't quite, certain. And they started asking me, they started grilling me on like, have you ever transported in the server or teleported in the server and then teleported back? Did you hit a sieve like on this particular date and stuff? And I was like, wait, am I really in trouble here? And so like they had me sweating. I'm not gonna lie, they had me sweating.
Actually, yeah, didn't they pulled you in after the
After the patrol, And
yeah.
straight up to the Polito Sheriff's Department. I was in an interrogation room with Jess in like her suit, sitting there all mad and stuff. And I was like, "Fuck, am I actually in trouble here?" I messaged her; she would not reply to me or nothing. I was like, "Fuck, maybe I shouldn't be recording me getting fired from SLRP."
Yeah.
Hold on a second.
Maybe I should call a lawyer.
I was like, and so, I recorded the whole thing. It was great. Props to those guys; they had me sweating pretty good, and I was so happy. I posted it on the next stream. I posted the video in the beginning of my stream, and Nicholas was in there madder than hell. He was like, "You tell Jeremy and Benjamin they're lying. That's
I saw
never
that.
happened, and they're full of crap. You tell them I said they're lying," and just going off in the chat. And I was like, "I know, Nicholas. I don't know what they're talking about." I don't know.
He was upset. He was legit upset.
I was like, okay, so whoever his mole is doesn't know about FD business. So it's no one in the FD. Because he had no idea I was getting promoted. So I don't know. I don't know who his mole is, but I swear, I still don't know if I believe him with one monitor.
Hash said that he knew that Hash and Mad Griffin made LEO before they knew.
Yeah.
They knew.
Yeah. There are times where he'd be like, "Hey, did you know Benjamin got promoted?" I'm like, "How the fuck did you know that?" Like,
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I know, right?
Like, that happened in our chat, not even on a stream. That was like, what? Like,
Yeah.
what?
That was
he
in
made
the
Sergeant
Discord.
Red.
Like, what the
That was it.
And it makes me confused too because like I'll put my stream sometimes as like what area am I gonna be in? And like the other night I was like, what area am I gonna be in? And he said 4. And sure enough, Jeffrey put me in 4. I'm like, what? How does he know already? Like Jeffrey, are you telling him, Jeffrey? Are you
that's a yeah. I'm telling Nicholas everything.
like I was like, what area am I gonna be in? Like as the title, and he's like 4. And sure
Nicholas
enough,
told you that?
Yeah. Sure enough, I was in 4 last night.
When he
I was
finally
like-
turned 16, like I'm pretty sure, if he doesn't have a gaming computer by then, would be pretty upset. He needs to apply.
Nicholas joining SLRP, you think?
I mean, he as much as he watches it, I'm pretty sure the kid has.
I mean, he's got a lot of behind the scenes, like from the outside looking in experience. You know, because he watches a lot of this SLRP. So I mean,
he could be Deputy Dangle's sidekick.
Nope.
Oh my god. He said no.
Just saying.
No, let him join SLRP as a civ, and I'll shoot him in the fucking face.
Deputy Dangle's like,
covered in the back of the truck and take off.
That one night, Deputy Dingle got too drunk. His kid shows up at the door one day.
Nicholas.
Hey there. That's my name, Nicholas. Nice to meet you.
That's my son Nicholas right there. Oh my God.
That's,
it is
that's
Matt
my
Griffin.
boy.
Yes, Griffin. He said, I heard the
That's
interview
the
panel's
boy.
pretty tough. Yes, dude. Oh, man. Interviews are fun to do.
They are.
Not my
I
department.
opened
don't
them
worry about
last night. I opened them last night, and it was like right before patrol. I got nobody.
No.
I had them open for just about an hour.
Griffin
had to
does
go
them
grab
after
some
patrol,
food.
and he gets a surprising
Yeah.
turnout, 2
Dude,
to 4.
Griffin, like, he knocks that
He's
stuff
put
out.
in some
Like,
work
he's
on
all
that server lately, man.
He's like,
Yeah,
feeding-
absolutely.
just feeding
But
the
that's what he
server
wants to
people.
do. You know, I talked to Matt Griffin. He wants to, you know, progress in the server, you know, within the server and help out any way he can. And
He's Leo, right? Isn't
Yeah,
Matt Griffin?
yeah.
he's- What's his rank? In
he's
there?
a deputy. He's a deputy one. He just
Oh,
started.
so he's fresh then.
Yeah,
He's fresh.
him and Hash and Hash and a guy named
Yeah.
Leon, and the other guy. I don't even know if he still comes in there. Brandon.
See, even as bad
Or no,
as I want to be
Brandon comes
Leo,
in. Brandon comes in. Leon
Oh,
still
gotcha.
needs his
Yeah.
last ride along there.
see, even as bad as I want to be Leo, and I really do. I really like the way Cookies went about it. Like, he did Civ for a long time, then he did FD for a long time, and then now he's Leo. And I think it's cool to do it like that because then you get the best of all three worlds.
He
from
did
each-
toe too. He was toe before.
Yeah, you did
FD.
DB towing, right?
Yeah, you
Before
did
you were
DB
FD.
Yeah,
And
and
then
it's funny
CSO.
because like I'll run into like an FD member, and they're like, oh, I forget what it was the other day. They were like, wait, how do you get like? It was like a new guy, Shane. It was like, how do I pull my stretcher out again? And I'm like, oh, it's E. It's like, how do you know that? And I'm like, trust me, buddy, I was in your spot like 5 months ago.
Use your E
He was
muscle.
like, oh, yeah.
Yeah, your E muscle.
Yeah,
Yep.
you were.
Who
kinda
drives the taxi? Who drives the taxi?
Isn't that Rashid?
There's a
right?
couple shit. Yeah.
Yeah,
I was gonna say
Rashid
shit.
does. Black Panther Gaming. He drives it sometimes.
I've seen a couple more too.
Hey, what's up, Don Mitch?
Because I called a taxi last night to go to
That wasn't
Toledo.
Rashid. That person actually came in my chat. I forgot who it was, but they came in my chat and were like, "Oh man, I got the ride with Criminal Justice." He
Yeah,
voted my
yeah.
taxi cab.
Yeah.
Yeah, I talked to him.
That
We
was-
talked pretty good, pretty legit all the way there because I called him up on the phone initially, and then he texted me, said, "Yo, I just tried to call you back, but then here he come around the corner, so I started waving at him, and he stopped, and I said, hey man, I'm going to Toledo Bay. Can you give me a ride up there, man?" And he said, yeah, man, come on. So
just-
we talked all the way there. It was cool, man. That's why I like know who it was. So I can know who I was in the car with. Because
Yeah.
anytime you're interacting with somebody in SLRP, it's pretty much somebody from the community that you already
Right.
know. So that's the cool part
Yeah,
about
exactly.
it.
Yeah.
So.
And
It's just
that
crazy,
was
it's
funny
like-
too.
A year and a half ago, I was like where everybody else is, just watching YouTube videos, right? Fanboying over you guys being like,
Yeah,
"Hey, these guys
yeah.
are awesome."
When it comes to
And-
SLRP, it was
You know?
it was Benzo for me. Benzo, I would go watch his streams, and I would watch this SLRP
When I was in EMTV, I
with
showed up
my
over-
pants down.
in the bathroom.
I knew he was going to say something bad. I knew it.
I remember when I was in EMTV, it was one of my first calls. I showed up and Benzo was standing there, and I could hear him talking. And I remember my palm sweating as I was doing stuff. 'cause I was
Yes,
like,
Angel,
"Fuck,
it was old guy.
geez, that's
Yes.
Benzo. That means he's streaming.
What's up, Black Panther?
I need to do this
Yeah.
right. I don't want to fuck up his stream. Shit. There's thousands of people watching him right now.
Yeah.
Plus,
yeah.
the sound of
It
his
felt like-
voice just kind of, because
I was
you
like, oh,
know
no.
it's Benzo, so it just immediately makes you nervous. Like,
Hey, what's
I've
up?
been watching Benzo for a very long time, and I still watch him faithfully all the time. And even talking to him over Discord, like we're friends on Discord, he'll DM me sometimes, and we'll talk back and forth. It still makes me nervous, man. You know, it's
You
just,
know who I used to get nervous
absolutely.
with when I first became LEO, even as a Civ, but really when I first became as a Civ, running into Benzo and them for the first time was just like, holy shit! Like I watched this
Yeah.
dude play in here, and now I'm like RPing with him, but I never really ran into Benzo much as a Civ. But as an LEO, Doug, for me, I was scared shitless. Like when I was new and I was on a scene, you know, Doug was my sergeant, and I would see Doug roll up to the scene, and I would just get fucking nervous, man. And then
Doug takes his it's serious.
Yeah,
Like,
and
I think that's what it is.
be
Yeah, I
on
think
your
it's what it is
game,
because he's so serious
you know?
about it. Yeah,
and Doug isn't somebody that just opens his arms to anybody that comes in, right? Doug, you gotta earn Doug's love and respect. So, I would go up and try to talk to Doug, and it would just be like one answer, one word answers, and
Like, what the fuck are you talking to me?
Yeah, he wouldn't get out of the car.
Yeah,
nothing. You know what I mean? I'd walk up to the window and be like, "Hey, Sarge," and then it would be quiet, and then you'd just hear Doug go, "Hey." Do you want me to? I'll go ahead and I'll start a 51 on this vehicle, and I'll start. And then okay, it's obviously a lot different now. But Doug, for me, I was scared shitless working side by side with Doug because he's got that persona to him. You know what I mean? And
there was a couple times where you showed up, even as an engineer there, GG, where I'd be like, "Oh shit, it's Jeffrey." Okay, all right.
Oh,
I
tell him a small fry, man.
but no, you're not. You're up there now. And so, but I would just be like, "Oh man, I used to watch this guy all the freaking time, and now here I am standing next to him, being like, yeah, man, the vehicle's safe for you to do your thing and stuff. We already took care of all the fluids. Patients on the way to the hospital, you want me to hold them?" And you're like, "Yeah, if you absolutely." Like, "All right, cool, I'll see you later," and I'm like, "That was an extreme, all happy walking out."
I'm gonna go back and watch that. Totally going back and watching that.
Like, that's me. Look at that. It's like watching myself on the news or
That's
something.
my ritual,
Yeah, I know,
man.
right?
Every time after patrol, man, I go to everybody's stream and just watch it back. It's so great to watch it from different angles. Yeah. You cracked when you saw Doug coming at you last night. You're damn right I did, man. You are damn right I did.
I was always like Jeffrey. Whenever Doug comes up, I don't know if he's still in your stream or not, Jeffrey. But like when Doug comes up, he's serious like that. He's wicked serious. And even as a civ, when I get pulled over, I'm like, shit, I don't want to do something wrong.
Yeah.
And then and upset him and that kind of stuff. But like. Last night, I had an amazing conversation with him. I'm not going to talk about it because we specifically said to each other. But so I had an amazing conversation. Amazing guy as well. And when you actually talk to him, not on a scene, he's an amazing guy. Really kind of chill, laid back.
Funny as shit.
But serious at the same time.
Matt exactly. The same way. Like all of this, all the founders and stuff. Like. They're so intimidating when it's like in the server, but like if you ever talk to them outside of it, they're just straight up cool ass dudes, and I absolutely love it. I wish I had a chance to talk with Doug and Mark and them more. Now that I'm captain, maybe I'll get that chance and stuff. But like just watching them from time to time and just seeing some of the stuff, I kind of stand off to the side quietly, respectfully.
I heard Pig go off on somebody last night. Pig went out of character, out of RP. Because this dude went out of RP, and it's on my stream, and it's on his stream. And this dude was just failed RP, just screaming at us, hurry up because he wants to log off and shit like this. And Pig went up to his window, and Pig just started giving it. Me and Doug are just sitting there, standing behind Pig, and Pig is just giving it to him, right? And I'm kind of like walking away. I'm walking away, right? Like. I don't know if they want me to put this on my stream, so I'm kind of walking away so you can't hear him. But then somebody came in my chat and was like, "Nah, Pig's streaming this shit right now." I was like, "All right, well then let me slide on back." So he's just sitting there.
Jump,
man. By the end of it, the dude, I don't know who it was. By the end of it, the dude was like, "Listen, man, I'm sorry. I get it. Okay, I understand, And Pig was like, "Man, you came very close, man, to being kicked." Pig was like, my mouse is. He said my mouse is hovering over your name right now. I was like, oh man. Pig was giving it to him.
I've had that happen to me too before. Well, not like that kind of interaction, but like when I was in FD, just did the same thing to somebody at Yellow Jack, and I was streaming. And I'm like, click, be right back screen. So like I was, it was like. Oh yeah, I probably shouldn't be streaming this. So I clicked "Be Right Back," and then she finished it. We finished up the scene, and I like, all right, guys, I'm back. I apologize about that. I had to go to the bathroom, or I said something stupid like that just to cover it up,
Yeah,
but
I've gotten admin "Be Right Back," which is if I have to just pause something real quick, and then I have, I usually go 10-6 for about 5 mics every patrol. I go down, I say goodnight to my boys, and that I have my Oh yeah, it was you that told me that he was streaming it. That's right. Which he
I
has
figured
on
out
his,
what
on
you-
his channel. I went back and watched it. But yeah, and then I had my normal Be Right Back.
I'll have to go
which
back.
has
I
the
haven't
commercials.
watched any of the stuff from yesterday's patrol. I was sicker than shit, and I was like, I can't. I slept most of the day.
Are you not feeling good? You know, I'm not feeling good too. I woke up today with a sore throat. This all right here is very, and I just had COVID a fucking week and a half ago. Like, what the fuck, man? Like,
Those last 2 days,
bullshit.
just a lot of allergies. I think they have a cold front coming through.
Yeah.
It's kind of
the whole
Yeah,
country's,
exactly,
the whole
same,
world's just fucking sick.
we're all just tired.
That's it.
But I woke up like I woke up middle of the patrol last night and went just in bed, checked my Discord.
He
and
said
there
I
was
have a
like
technical
27
difficulty
messages from
screen.
people
It's not a bad
about
screen to
certain
have.
scenes and stuff, and I was like, I'm not even on. Like, calm down. Like, you don't even. Hold on. Calm down for a second. I haven't watched any of this. Like, did you see this? I'm like, no, I didn't see any of this. What do you do? Did I react for patrol? That means I'm not on. Like, that doesn't. I'm not anybody's chats. Relax. But we had to handle some stuff off screen, and it just is what it is. But I have to go back and watch everybody's yesterday because there's a couple scenes like the one of I guess somebody did a pacemaker exploding and some other stuff, and so I have to go back and watch everything and kind of handle that.
Yeah, and I actually messaged Jess at the end of patrol. I didn't realize that she wasn't home, and she was like, I'm not home. I'm out doing something. She goes, go to Shane, and then like a few seconds later, she's like, oh wait, no, he's off today, so go to somebody else. I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
So I ended up going to Jeffrey about it.
Jeffrey, the medic, or you?
What?
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 Which we have a firefighter named Jeffrey too. But
is he the one from Ireland?
No, that's we call him Irish. That's the other Shane. So,
Okay.
yeah. Shane McCool.
When me and Mark were in the FD station, when me and Mark Dangle and Johnny Walker, when we were civs, and we were in there, that dude was like, "Get the fuck out of the thing!" I was like, "Oh wow!"
He's one of my lieutenants now. I had to tell him, I was like, "All right, man, now that you're lieutenant, you can't go off of Mark like you have in the past." I'm surprised you're banned from the server. Like, you guys are like rough with Mark a couple times. Where I'm like, fuck.
There was one time up in Polito. It was at the Ron's gas station. I went back and watched it. Mark's stream.
Y'all can gamble
he
your
went
points
up, but
now.
Mark
Go
made
ahead
it
and gamble
hysterical.
your
Like,
points.
he was cracking jokes.
You put exclamation point gamble.
Mark
You put
got
some
him back.
points.
He went off on Mark a couple times.
You're
and Mark
taking a
got him
gamble
back on
there.
fire,
You could
so he
lose.
sniped him in the head. Like, but it was he hit the ammunition
Hash
fire
lost
and
5,000.
Pretended like
was that him?
one of the exploding rounds popped. He purposely aimed right at Irish and popped him in the head. Irish fell right next to me, and I was like,
I'm sorry. I thought I was muted. I
Dude.
thought I was muted.
It was like, I like that. I was like, "Are you?" I'm on the stretcher because I had gone down, and I was like, "You okay?" There's blood pooling on the highway, and I'm like, "He's definitely not okay. Y'all should probably take a look at him. I'm fine." Like, sniped in the head. And then
I didn't realize that's who that was, but
Mark was invisible and Godmother
Fucking
whenever he
Hash.
walks by, and all
Hash,
you
you
see
would
up in the
lose,
chat is
wouldn't
like,
you?
"Oh, it must be luck of the Irish." I'm like, what?
Luck of the Irish.
Look at Benjamin won 100 points.
Hey, Brian got my message. He said, "Cool, no problem." So you said that you needed to send me a form.
Yeah, I'll send it to you. I'll
Yeah,
send it to you.
man.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
I'll send it to you.
I'll fill it out today, man, and then I send it back to you, right? Or just
Yeah, when you send it, it automatically goes to our stuff anyway, so I'll see it.
oh, okay. It's like a application like for SLRP. Got you. All right, yeah, man. I'll fill it out today, man.
Cool.
I'm stoked, man. I'm stoked.
Sounds like a plan.
Can't wait to go put out some fires.
Well, that'll be a little bit.
that'll be later. Yeah,
That'll be
later. But
You got to start off as a medic first, and then you'll.
Well, I can't wait to bandage up some wounds.
Can't wait to check some blood pressures, baby. CJ, go into my chat and do exclamation point gamble space, and then put some points there. I got a new gambling thing in there from Streamlabs, where you can put exclamation point gamble space, and then how many of your points you want to gamble. Hash gambled 5,000 points and he rolled a 43 and he lost 5,000.
I don't even know how many points I have.
You can do exclamation points, enter, and that'll tell you how many points you have, and then you know how much you have. You can gamble away.
Okay.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie. I'm coming in to do this too.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
So you could like just for the fun of it, just gamble, just hit exclamation point gamble space 500. Gamble 500 points.
If I lose these, it's your fault.
We're about to break
points.
Did he?
Yeah, he did.
So how do you roll?
It just does it. Streamlabs does it automatic. It's all random.
Hey, you won 1,500. Look at you.
99. Oh, I won 15. Yo, look at that!
200.
Yeah, I finally won something, man. I don't ever win giveaways. I finally won
Ash
some.
never wins, and he goes and gambles 5,000 points, and he lost. I was like, oh my god, this poor guy. Jeez, man.
Let's see if I win. Let's see.
But it's cool. It's gamble. There's a heist one where you can play a heist with somebody and you get points.
That's pretty dope, man.
I don't have the heist one set up.
I lost. Damn it.
I don't have the
Is
heist
this
one
all
set
under
up.
your cloud bot? Is that all under your
it's
cloud
all
bot?
under CloudBot, and it's modules. So you go in there and you can have a heist. It's got the Magic 8 Ball where you can ask the Magic 8 Ball, a question, and it'll tell you.
That's the one I was curious about. That's the one I was curious
I had that
about.
one for a while. The
So
Magic
I
Ball.
have that. That is set up in mine right now. So
Cookies, you lost 75 points.
if anybody hits exclamation point 8 ball space and then your question, it'll
Is it like 8? Is it like the number 8?
yeah, the number 8.
8 ball.
All right, let's see. What
And
it
then
says to
space,
that
and then your
first one.
question.
Shane, let's see what
I think
it'll
that's
say
what
to
it
that.
is.
Will Shane hit 500 tonight?
Jeffrey, Jesus.
It says I would say no Pog champ. What?
Hey, I love Pog, so I'm okay with that too. That's fine. Remember Pogs back in the day? Well,
Hell yeah, dude. Pogs. Hell yeah, man.
For those-
Beyblade. What was it? Beyblades?
Beyblades.
Remember
yep.
Beyblades? And I used to love that shit. You know what? I got my kids. Will Gigi hit a gas pump next patrol? Not sure, Pog champ.
Oh, that was my question.
Look at what Black Panther wrote. Jesus.
Oh my god.
Oh man, I won't recommend it, Kappa. It's not getting their names right. It's not getting there. So I'll have to look into that more.
Another gas pump.
Oh,
let's
shit.
see.
So yeah, everybody having fun. We'll get more Streamlabs up and running. I just got my kids a Rock'em Sock'em, man. Like the
What? That's
the
awesome.
Rock'em Sock'ems where their heads pop if you catch them just
Yeah.
right. Yeah, man. Those were the best, dude.
You're gonna have like so many people googling stuff. What the hell is a Rock'em Sock'em?
Rock'em Sock'em.
Yeah, what is a
These little
rock'em
robots?
sock'em? What? I've never
It's
heard
the
of
red
those.
guy and the blue guy, right?
Two robots. you have like a
Oh,
little
the box,
hand.
Yeah.
the boxers.
Yeah.
And they
Oh, I
box,
love that
And you try and
toy.
knock each other's heads off. They like pops
Yep.
off, and then yeah.
Dude, is this going to answer my question, or is this kind of tasteless joke? Like, what's going on?
I think it's lagging.
Yeah, it's like
I
wait,
just-
hold on, everyone.
Wait, hold on, everybody.
I'm gonna
trying.
set
It
up
should
my,
say, "Are you joking?" Like I can go in and actually, so I can go into the 8 ball. The cool thing is you can go into the 8 ball, and like under preferences, and you could put the answers. You can have the answers on what it's going to say. Sure, I won't recommend it. Not sure, I would say no. The answer is within yourself. Are you joking?
Oh,
So I
you
can-
just got to enable it, right? Like
yeah,
in
you just
Streamlabs?
enable it, and then you go into preferences and just kind of change it up. Change it all around
Oh
yourself.
my God, why don't you tell me this stuff, bro? Why
I
you keep
just-
it all to yourself,
I
man?
just did this today. Levi taught me how
Man.
to do it a couple nights ago.
Well, then, Levi, you should have told me.
Talking about basket?
No, Levi B.
Okay.
John says, what would Shane like to see in the future for FD?
All right. So
Man.
something I would love to see. There is a rank in the FD structure called a fire marshal.
Oh yeah, you
And,
told me about this.
The founders originally weren't crazy about this idea, but that was over a year ago that this was even brought up. So maybe they've changed their minds on this, possibly. I don't know. But what I would love to see is a fire marshal that goes around and investigates arsons and takes that off Elio's hands.
Ooh.
Someone that goes around and will actually do the evidence capture.
I'm done.
do the interviews and stuff, and then pass it off to a detective, right? They pass it off to a detective.
I think that's great.
And create that kind of like a little bit more, I wouldn't say content, but more of a realistic department or goal with the FD. Something else I would like to see is a like an EMS supervisor position created. We have ALS people, we have paramedics and engineers. The problem is, if you decide to stay on the medical side of the FD, there's really not much of an incentive right now to become a paramedic. You're still going to be on an ambulance, and now you get to do FTO stuff as well, but there's no real incentive for it. What I would like is maybe reskin the battalion with another skin where it says EMS supervisor and let them go to these like cardiac calls and stuff, just like in real life, where they roll around and go with an ambulance to the medical calls that require ALS. That gives someone more of an incentive of wanting to stay on. If they really like medical side, we have a couple guys right now that just want to treat people. They don't want to drag hoses. So kind of give them okay, well, since you really want to do this, we're going to give you this to kind of, to help your gameplay be more enjoyable. You know what I mean? My ultimate goal is, before July 4th, we had it. We had it for a few patrols. I loved it. Is to have multiple people per apparatus, where we had 2 medics per ambulance. We had like 3 dudes in an engine, and everybody had a specific job, just like in real life. We had straight up like engine companies for a little bit. We were so full. There was like 19, 20 FD on all at once. And dude, it was so amazing. JB can attest to this too. We went to a massive like grass fire that Mark had set, and they were doing fire breaks. We were cutting it off from the spread. We were doing, it was like a straight up just a brush fire, wildfire like situation. It was just the most coolest thing I've ever seen. But there was like 9 of us on that scene fighting this fire, not including the medics, not including the command, not including the LEO, just 9 firefighters out there all doing stuff. So I would love to see the department grow. It's my belief, if the FD grows and continues growing, that's just going to enhance the scenes for LEO. It's going to enhance the capabilities for civs to come up with new scenarios, and it's a win-win for SLRP. It puts us a step above all of these other 5M communities. I'm going to be honest. I've looked at other communities, and it's all the same stupid stuff. Like you can't tell one from the other. It's the same scenes, maybe different people, but it's all the same thing. You're basically watching, okay, this guy's drunk, or there's an MVA, or this guy, is driving a tractor around and like giving LEO a hard time, whatever. There's not really a lot of variety. With SLRP, we now have the capability to do water rescues. I have diving gear, so I can go search for bodies along the bottom of the damn bay. You know what I mean? Like it's a whole different aspect when it comes to our server compared to others.
Are you still having issues with FD people coming in hot with their fire trucks and ambulances? That was an issue we had a few weeks back, where they were arriving on scene doing like 100 miles an hour and coming within like between LEO and the victims, or
really?
Yeah, it wasn't all the time, but I remember one time it was before Braxton left. Braxton was like, "Guys, what are you doing? Like, you just pulled in here doing 100 miles an hour, like." That type of...
Yeah, you got to get there safe, because they don't want to have to come in and scoop you up on the way to another emergency. That's what I've always heard.
So we address it as it comes up. Usually, and we have FD meetings once a month typically, where we'll be like, we remind people. Problem is, as we get new bloods in and new people in, they didn't get that. Like, they weren't there before. And so we have to constantly remind, like, hey, make sure you're doing... you slow down before you get to the scene, and you need to place your apparatuses realistically. Don't just stop in the middle of the damn highway. Don't use your ambulance for traffic control. Like, you're not that. You have to pull up safely near the scene where you're close enough to get to that patient, but not in the way of other operations and stuff. And so we constantly go over that all the time. there's every once in a while some people forget, or they're just so excited to actually go get to a call. You know what I mean? It just, it depends. It's just, it's just a learning process for everybody constantly.
Right.
Yeah, and I'm gonna be honest, I'm guilty of it back when I was in FD. Sometimes, like, I wouldn't even be paying attention. I'd be listening to the radio, looking at my second monitor at the CAD, trying to read CAD notes. But then I look down at my speed. I'm like, oh shit, I was going 90. So like,
I still do that. I'm a damn captain. I'll be cruising along doing the exact same thing. We ran like, all right, guys, we're going to an MVA, and I'm like, let's make sure I'm not running off the road, and we're going through some
especially,
that are blah blah.
Especially if you're looking at chat,
engine, and I'm like, and I'm going to slow this down a little bit.
And I mean, I do it honestly in LEO too. Like, I'll be looking at chat for a second, and I'll be like, oh shit, gotta slow it down. Or, gotta speed up. That's my thing, is I'll be going too slow sometimes. And I'll be like, I gotta speed it up.
Mark clocked me doing 84 through Harmony one time in the engine.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I didn't realize he was sitting on the side of the road. I was going to a call, and I was doing just that. I was looking at the CAD notes, being like, okay, we're apparently going to a guy that's entrapped in some water, or he's entrapped in a car that's about to fall off a bridge, I think it was. And so I was like, we need to get there kind of quick. And I realized that I was doing 80 through Harmony, so I slowed down to a safe speed and stuff. I was like, oh, we're going a little fast, guys, and kept going. And then my chat started blowing up with people popping in, being like, Mark just clocked you doing 84. And I was like, oh shit, you know what I mean? Like, all right, well, sorry, And I sent him a message. He never replied to me, but I sent him a message apologizing. I was like, hey, that was me. That was doing 84. I apologize. I wasn't.
Like, yeah, I know.
See, but we love it when people own up to it, man. Like that's the one thing that it can always get you out of some hot shit, right? Is if you just own up to it. Just own up to it. Admit your mistake. Admit that
Yeah, it was a mistake. I was like,
you did it. Yeah.
I was like, sorry, Mark. That was me. That was going through. It wasn't one of the other firefighters. I'll watch my speed from now on. My bad. I was looking at the CAD, wasn't paying attention to how hard I was pressing the stupid trigger button.
You were pressing it hard.
I was stroking it.
Hey, Jeffrey.
Raffle, by the way.
Hey, the 8-ball thing, do you have to set it up as a command as well, or once you activate it, it's automatically there, or what?
I think once you activate it, it's already there. You just change the answers.
Gotcha. Yeah, I changed some of the answers out. And the same thing with Gamble.
Just because you're the bestest lieutenant.
Exclamation point Gamble is the other one. John G coming through with a $20 tip straight through Stream Elements. Thank you, John. Thank you, Deputy Gates. He said to the bestest lieutenant. Exclamation point Gamble is the one to gamble away your points. I'm doing a raffle right now for 2,000 points. So exclamation point raffle in my chat. If you put exclamation point raffle, I think you only got like 2 more minutes. So exclamation point raffle, and then we'll do a quick winner on 2,000 points.
All right, let me
we are gonna start using the point system in the chat here. So the points will mean something. What I want to start doing is I want to start giving away merch. So if somebody hits 100,000 points or something.
Do you mean merch like this amazing Jeffrey Gamer mug?
Yes, exactly like that.
Coffee mug? Like
exactly
this, guys?
like that.
Man, that's so awesome! Like, you could totally drink anything out of this mug. It's very, versatile. It's durable. I've dropped this thing at least 3 times.
If you're left-handed, you're dangle. If you're right-handed, you're GG.
It just depends. If you're ambidextrous, if you like using both hands, it's.
That's hilarious. So yeah, I do want to start doing that. I do want to start doing that. A GG shirt, GG mug, something for, if you come in the chat and you, that's what he said, Griffin. He did say it holds whiskey well.
It does hold whiskey well.
Yeah.
It does. I should know. I just did.
So you rolled a 3. Greg lost 100. Oof. You haven't seen your cup has been filling up throughout the show. Has somebody been filling your cup up for you while you're?
Holy
okay. Because it was almost empty, and then you picked it up once, and I saw it was full again. I was like, how is he? Unless he's got a coffee pot right there.
Boy,
I do want to say, Grace, I appreciate the super chat of $50. I really appreciate that.
Grace coming through.
Jesus,
appreciate it.
Grace coming through with a $50.
The music.
I could drop my Stream Elements tip in Jeffers chat if y'all want to donate to me.
Oh man, John, thank you, John. I appreciate you, man.
Grace.
I can't do it in the game, but I can.
Money don't
You guys can get amazing Spider Gaming shirts too from myself, in case you ever want to. It's
Oh,
cool
there you
ass
go.
stuff.
You push your merch, man.
There you go. Yeah, go
Let
ahead.
me go check out
This
your
is
merch.
this is actually I bought this.
It says TE Dance.
You know you can implement that to your store, to your channel now, right? They changed the YouTube changed that.
What do you mean though?
Yeah, you don't have to have 10,000
if you go
subs
into
anymore.
if you go into your YouTube studio and then go down to
Wait, do you have to be monetized? Do you have to be part of the partnership?
Maybe
not there yet.
so.
I was wondering.
Because it is under monetization, but I do know that you don't have to have.
I did.
It
I
used
used
to
my
be
Stream Deck.
you had to have 10,000 subs to where you could implement your store, right?
Yeah.
So when I hit 10,000 subs on my channel, I was so stoked because then I got my merch over there. But yeah, they changed it, man. So once you hit 1,000 subs and you're monetized, you can put your store on your channel. Yeah.
787 more subscribers to go, guys.
Yeah, because I know on CJ Farms when I first got monetized, that's when they first started that, and yeah, man, I'm almost at 4K. I think I'm almost at 4K over there. Yes,
Oh, let's pick the winner. All right, here we go. Winner of the
Oh, there we go.
2,000 points is look at that shit. Hashtag finally fucking won something. Look at Hash.
Wow.
Hash coming through it. Of course, Hash is like, man, I'm gonna want them fucking points. Where was that shit when the PlayStation was being given away, man?
Yeah, I was so freaking mad because Levi came in and was like,
Jeffrey.
I just wanted PlayStation 5 from Jeffrey. I didn't watch your shit for like four days. I was so mad at you.
Jeffrey, what's up with the tip jar on your
giving away
stream,
a
bro?
PS5. I've been waiting for a PS5 for years, and this he just gave away one.
Yeah.
I was so mad.
And Baskin won it.
Baskin was like, I think I'm just going to enjoy it with my brother for a couple months and just let it sit there. And I was like, I hate you. Don't even.
Oh, tell him to send that shit back.
Yeah.
No, he's
What did you say, CJ?
What's with the tip jar on your stream? I've seen Benzo use them, but what's with it? Like, what are you
It
using
counts
it for?
subscribers. It'll count super chats. It'll just if somebody like subscribes or anything, it'll drop something in the cup there. That's
God
just
dang, man! You gotta quit holding out on me, bro.
No, that's in Streamlabs, man. That's
What?
Yeah, that's part of the
yeah, but setting it up is my issue. Setting it up like
setting it
you
up.
know, I know how to get the jar in there through the tips.
Come on, man. What the fuck, man?
Quit holding out on me, bro.
Sometimes I just go on here, man. Sometimes I just go on here at night
and look at it.
I
and
just go
mess with
through and I just watch YouTube videos.
Jeffrey, you might need to fix that. Look at your chat.
Gaming with Cookies has successfully added. Oh yeah, you
I
can
just
give
added,
yourself. You could give,
I just added myself points.
yeah, mods
just to see
can
if it
give
would work.
points.
Oh, I didn't know
Oh,
that. Let me
damn.
do that. Hang on.
Damn, I didn't know I could do that. I just did it.
That.
Just
Hey,
Wait,
congratulations,
not
Hash. Hash.
That's kind of funny.
That's awesome.
I just tried it just to just for shits and giggles, but I guess it actually worked. Not
Nope,
thinking
doesn't
it
work
would.
like that, CJ. You gotta.
Ah, crap!
Oh, look at all the moderators doing it now.
Unable to find period.
I'm sorry, Jeff.
Oh God, that's it.
So
Point
you do it-
systems are closed.
That's awesome.
Hey, I got 5,000
I
points.
think
I'm
it's
fine.
remove points. Hash. He said
Yeah,
deduct
probably.
points.
You can have all the points in the world, but I'm the only one here with a Deputy Dangle Cup.
That's right. Deputy fucking Dangle.
Deputy Dangle.
Do you want to go ahead and plug what you want to plug and say what you want to say before we wrap it up here?
As always, you can find SLRP application anywhere in anybody's videos, especially mine. You can find it at the bottom. I want to thank all three of you for this amazing opportunity. I absolutely love working with you guys in SLRP. I love watching y'all's videos, so thank you for this, being able to hang out with you guys. Different departments, we don't really get to interact all that much anymore, especially like Cookies and I used to hang out all the damn time, but since he's got LEO and stuff, he's got his things going on, and I had mine going on, and it's just it's really cool to be with you guys and to hang out, and I thank you for the opportunity.
Just
I'm now on the
That's
road
for
to-
NTK.
That's
That's for NTK, by the way. He just removed 5,000 points.
Oh,
Hey, what's
All right,
up,
go
guys?
ahead.
I was like, what did I do? I was like, damn,
No,
I
that
was
was
just like, hey, I'm just hanging out with you, Cookie. And he's like, fuck you. Like, oh, all right. Well,
No, that was for you. That was for you.
all right. I was like, wow, all right. Fucking, not my fault.
Yeah, see if I ever come on this fucking show again.
You turning you. Fucking, you better hope your heater's not on next patrol.
Yeah,
Oh my
right?
god.
Uh-huh. Drive that old ass truck.
Yeah.
I think it's my turn to take us out.
Sign us out. Yeah, you know, I was going to tell you,
yeah.
Shane, now you get to hang out with me.
Hell yeah. Let's make it happen, man.
There you
Yeah,
go.
man. I'm stoked about it,
Yeah.
man, about learning just learning something new in SLRP because I've been doing Civ for so long. You know, I've learned everything about it. So being familiar with all the controls, which is the main thing I wanted to get down, and now moving to FD and doing that. You know, so yeah, man, make sure you send me your
I'll send you
your
that
stream deck.
as soon as we're done here, and I'll send you the profile. You can
The profile, yeah, man. That's
Everything.
gonna help me a ton. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate that.
You got it.
Yeah, man.
Shane, if you don't forget, I'll take it too, so that for LEO wise,
Sure,
you
absolutely.
can add it. So
No cookies. He's not giving it to you.
It's got everything.
for a small price though, $50.
So
But
that's
yes,
gonna be-
Jeffrey, it is your turn to
Okay.
plug.
So, yeah,
I mean,
you
to
show-
sign us off.
Here you go. You show me a receipt for a Deputy Dangle mug.
Okay.
Get you a Deputy Dangle. You can get you a Deputy
I'll
Dangle
give you a-
mug by clicking the merch link down below in the description, ladies and gentlemen. And I hear it makes your coffee taste how I smell. So that's
It may be pleasant. It may not be.
That's the gamble is yours. The gamble is you've been seeing him drink out of the cup, so I'm guessing it's good, or he just has a.
But you have, I am
bad
the
taste
military, so I just don't have nose sensors anymore.
Yeah. So again, it's always fun rolling with Cooks and CJ, Shane, SpyderGaming. Thank you for coming on the show, man. It was a great show. I had a lot of fun doing this show. Maybe a Scream stream later on tonight. I'm not too sure. We got the Bills game starting in about 20 minutes, so we're excited for that. So until next time, everybody, as a wise man once said, take care, stay in prayer, love one another, and peace out.
Peace out.
Take care, everybody. Love y'all so much.
Later, chat.
Later, bye.
Peace.